questions or concerns about last time, or where you guys? I moved you guys all back to your your basilica, so the night has ended after you guys were all drugged by the Demir agent.
Like a hero.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
So yeah, you guys are all back in your dorms or room, respectively. You have no immediate tasks. I suggest you just kind of keep looking at the job board and picking things to do.
Okay.
Let's say it's morning, so if there's anyone wants to get up early, or you guys can start doing your stuff.
All right. So I go find Wesley, and I say, so boss, when we pillaged that warehouse, I found the deed to a bar. I'm thinking that we lean on this lady for protection money, and or something like we write our names onto this deed, so that, and then we lean on her for protection money or something like that, so that she's indebted to specifically either you or me, and we start to like build up a, we need some people paying respect
Build
our
up a
way.
network of.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I don't know how you want to go about it, but I can forge this document probably and submit it to the proper channels if we need to.
So you're thinking we just take ownership of the bar, let her keep working there, we collect 80% of the money or something like that.
Yeah, so something. I mean, she might not be able to eat on 80%, on 20%, but yeah, something along those lines.
I like that idea.
All right. Well, I will make preparations then. Should we put your name on it, or should we just put like the name of the church owns it, or how do we do this?
I think I can put my name on it. I think that's fine.
All right. Okay. I have an ability that should let me do this. I have a forgery set, and I should be able to forge documents. So
Okay.
what do I
So
gotta do?
go ahead and give me.
I have
Do you
I can
think-
click on this forgery set, and then it asks me like
It asks you which
the-
stat,
yeah.
right? I'm guessing Dex would probably be the most forgery.
Or is it like intelligent? I guess Dex makes sense. That makes sense.
You're trying to
Okay.
be very accurate. So
Well,
let's go ahead and
let's see how
yep.
this goes.
Let's
This
see what
is
you do.
fucking terrifying. Well, that was incredible.
Ooh.
Yes.
So this is virtually a perfect copy. Maybe only the like grand arbiter of the Azorius, that is the master of law magic, could decipher that this is not an exact, like, something that they would have produced in one of their documents. So
Perfect. Awesome.
yes, you did. Great job.
So, do I need to like submit this paperwork to some office, or do I just kind of keep it and
Well,
lord it
I
over
mean,
this lady?
the lady herself had her own deed. There's probably a copy filed with the Azorius in one of their
That's what I was thinking.
clerical things. So you might need to go and, say, like, transfer ownership, basically.
Okay. Okay. Well, we could do that, I guess. Okay, so in the process of transferring ownership, are we gonna rename this bar, or do
What's
we?
it called now?
I don't think it
I
had
wish.
a
I
name.
wish. Oh, I'm pretty sure it had a name. I just don't remember what the name was. But-
We could call it the. Let's see.
So let's see. I like it. Okay.
Good one.
I found a tavern name generator. The Melting Dragon. The Frightening Pickaxe. The Nice Melon.
I like the nice melon.
Melon.
Add an S to the end.
Nice.
Yeah.
The nice we can't call it the nice melons. It's not a strip club
Yet.
We're gonna have to make some changes around here.
Have you seen The Sopranos? You know, like it's like their office that they work out of.
Let's the mushy tankard. That's fucking terrible. The wacky
What?
fairy.
Why would you ever call anything mushy?
The lonely cat. What the fuck? The steel mosquito. I think we're going with the, what was it? The nice melon.
Nice melons.
All right, we're going with the nice melons.
Sweet.
Okay, so
It's a high class establishment.
yeah, I mean, it was probably a seedy bar if we were there, to be fair.
That's true.
Okay, so I want to, so I guess I need to make 2 copies of this deed then, is what I want. One to like file with the people, or do I just take my, I don't know what I do here.
That's a good question. How would you go about because you're trying to get a transfer of ownership because they have one name filed, right?
I'm thinking of it like a pink slip. Like she signs the back like of her deed, and then I go there and say like, "Hey, I own this bar now, and I would like to change the name."
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, that
so
would work.
I just like forge her signature on the back, and I want to go to the I don't know, the like some Azorius, like the DMV or something, not the DMV, but like the courthouse,
like the county clerk's office.
yeah, like the county clerks. And
so yeah, the district clerk's office. Yeah, I'm sure each district has some kind of register of all the buildings and ownership around there. So you could find the one in your district.
That's perfect.
I mean, of course, this is going to come with a 15 gold fee.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. We'll get that.
And he asked you, did you fill out form 1H329.62?
I haven't, but I'm more than willing to. Where can I get
that
form?
He says 1 second, and he goes looks down under the counter, and he starts rifling through papers, and then he pulls out about 16 pages and kind of slaps them down in front. It's like, fill these out in a triplicate and return them to me with the deed and the old and new deeds, and we will get this all squared away.
Great. So I will just begin writing. I'm probably gonna need another pen.
Yeah, you need your last 6 addresses on there. Copies of all your utilities from the last 2.5 years.
Great.
All the stuff you need.
Great. That makes more sense than.
Wait, what sort of utilities do we have?
I mean, water,
body disposal,
waste management.
Yeah, waste management, water, and you got that guy that delivers firewood every week. It's just like the electricity guy.
It do run all the infrastructure. I mean, they bring hot water to your buildings, and there's electricity. I mean, they harness lightning to do shit.
They're the best.
But everything's also free, like utility wise, and it's kind of like a communist world where everyone just does what they do and provides for everyone else.
Great. I want to fill out all of these papers. I want to rename this bar to the Nice Melons. And it has like a cool logo of just 2 melons next to each other, and the words are kind of on top of them. So, yeah.
Okay. Are the stems pointed out,
of course.
Centered on each melon?
Obviously.
I hope we get art of this for next time. It's very important. Okay, so yeah, you give him the paperwork. He kind of sneers at the name. He's like, filthy commoners. And he
I give him a coupon. I give him a coupon to ladies' night. He can get in without a cover.
Oh, ladies' night at the Filthy Melons. Sounds wonderful. And he goes, okay, I will file this, and you're a proud owner. He gives you back your copy.
Awesome. Perfect.
Enjoy your filthy bar.
Thank you very much. It's not filthy. It's clean, and it has an A rating. So there you go. And we walk out. So I say to Wesley, so how do we want to play this? We got to go tell this lady that she doesn't exactly own a bar anymore. Yeah, what do you want to do?
I mean, I think we should basically play it as the bar was payment for saving her from the ghost.
That is
Yeah,
genius.
just show up with the new
And-
sign.
And we're so nice that we'll keep letting her work here. You know, we're not going to just kick her out on the street.
That is perfect. That's perfect. We should show up with a new sign. I agree as well. So we're gonna have to get a sign made.
That's our next step.
You have a
Don't we have
carpenter.
an expert carpenter? Yeah.
Great. So
He's never let me down.
yeah, he's gonna love this. This probably is. It's gonna be a masterpiece that he creates for us. So yeah, we make a sign and let's go tell this lady that she works for us now.
Okay, so it's still pretty early in the morning. You head over to the bar, which name was lost with time, and
It was the lost
you go in
lost in
and,
time in.
and you go in and you see her there, and she looks in a lot better shape than last time because she's no longer being harassed by this ghost.
Oh,
But she
that's
does
gonna change.
still
She
have
doesn't.
some worry on her face because she doesn't have the deed, even though it's still in her name. Like without that deed, it's kind of like some shit can go wrong, as is about to happen. So she's just behind the bar. I think she's like cleaning up for like the next day or for this day. No one's drinking yet because it's like probably 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. And she's like, oh, sorry, we're not. Oh, it's you guys. Oh my god. Oh, you're back. Did you find my deed? The deed in my bar?
I
Yeah.
look at Wesley.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my
It's kind
God.
of good news, bad news situation though.
Oh, well, what's the bad news?
Well, we kind of own the bar now.
What-
You know, kind of as compensation for getting rid of that ghost for you.
Her like giant smile just like slowly drops into this like frown, like you just sucked all the air out of it. It's like what do you mean you own my? It's my bar. It's my name's on the deed.
Not
So,
according to.
about that. So
But this bar was handed down from my father and his father before him. It's been in my family for generations.
well, that brings us to the good news. You get to keep your job. You get to keep running the bar. Almost nothing changes for you. You get to do the work. You get to order all the food. All the things that you used to do. It's gonna be great.
But how will I hand it down to my 12 children?
Well, I mean, they could work here. Like,
What? No, but they won't own the bar. Like
but,
it,
I
that
mean,
was
the-
this is the my husband died years ago, like with some gruel riot, and just got trampled to death. And it's been me taking care of these 12 kids. We barely make ends meet as is.
well, I'm sure you know what they say. Like, you make do with what you
You just
got.
need a bit of rebranding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's gonna take off now with our help.
exactly.
Well,
Think
Business is
think of
gonna
us
be
as
booming.
investors, really.
That's a good way of putting it.
Silent partner.
but
Except we own the whole thing.
what about? Who's
So
gonna get
I
the
start to
money?
hang the sign, like up in front of the door. I
Is it-
take down
You're turning
her.
this into a strip club?
We just really liked the name. It had a good ring to it.
We don't even serve food. There's no melons here.
Well, that's the first thing that's gonna have to change around here. You're gonna have to hire a chef.
You see like a tear slowly like forming in the corner of her eye. It's like you guys you're monsters.
I mean, I look at the vampire that we're standing with, and I'm like, well, I mean, I guess you're not completely wrong. And,
It's fucked up, man.
and then I say, so your payment's due on the 1st. We'll see you. We'll check in throughout the week. just to make
Payment? Wait, what payment? What are you saying?
I mean, we're taking
What-
some of the profits here.
How much is some?
And then I look at Wesley again.
Let's start it off at 50%. We'll split it 50-50.
50-50. I was barely making ends meet when I owned it 100%.
Don't worry, you'll get way more customers now. Trust me.
Because
all
you
gonna work
changed
out.
the name of the bar?
Well,
We're gonna be serving food. You know, we're revamping this whole business.
So I have to hire a chef now, and we don't even have a kitchen in here. We have to build one. Like, where am I going to get that money?
Well, so here's the other good news that we have. You know, the Orzhov, that's what we do. We help the community out in times of need. If you need any extra funds to like make sure things get done, you just come on by and get a loan. I'm sure we can make something happen.
Okay. She's now like full on crying. Just like tears are like streaming down.
Trust me, you're gonna make out better off than before. It's all gonna work out.
Yeah, seems like it.
Glad you understand. You seem on board.
Well, it's a pleasure doing business with you, honey. And I turn around and start to leave. This is the
So
best.
you hear sobs as you guys exit the bar.
Well, it's like a good book end to like we met her crying, and then the last time we ever see her again,
We left her crying.
she'll be crying.
Yeah, a good bookend.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Jesus.
Hey man, if nothing else, we can always turn around, sell the property. You know,
Yeah,
make a
exactly.
quick buck.
Yeah, this is great. This is super great.
Win-win for us, right?
Yeah, and maybe we'll have a debtor. Maybe she'll come through us, and we'll be able to make some interest on that. This is really great.
Yep. It's a wise investment.
Awesome.
Okay.
That was
So
my big thing.
okay. So that is done. Do you guys want to go back and see if there's any jobs
Job board.
on the old job?
That
Sure.
works for me.
Let's do
Okay.
that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you head back to the basilica. There's like you can see like morning prayers are getting out. A lot of people, because people still do use this as a church. So there's like a fairly large crowd leaving. Nothing really sticks out to you. And you go up to the board, and kind of tacked on it all around is one second, let me just find the thing. So first of all, you see this flyer, and it looks like it's almost like done like a wanted sign, but it's not wanted. It says it's like a reward for a missing person, and it's the two officers that actually there's 4 people missing. For all the people that were working at the jail in which you liberated them from, some of their lives and some just their location.
Liberated from their lives. Yep. That lady was 1 day from retirement.
Yeah, she was getting too old for that shit though.
She was.
So yeah, you see there's some like rewards for them for knowledge of where they are and helping to. You also see there's a couple of these like blood red, almost like it's done like kind of like a the Harlequin pattern where it's kind of like red with these like black like diamonds kind of going vertically.
Yeah.
And it's announcing this Rakdos circus in 3 days. It says, "Come one, come all. The blood will flow as well as will the ale, and fun will be had by all. All ages welcome." And it's
Much
actually
like
the
nice melons. All ages welcome.
it's the same group, the same ring of the Rakdos circus that Gacy belongs to. So you kind of recognize like the name, like the picture on the front's kind of like the front of like their area in the Rakdos like Gora House neighborhood. Okay, and then after that, there's a few jobs that were posted by the Orzhov. One has a guard duty. It's to guard some shipments near the docks. It pays 5 gold an hour. It says no experience required, and it says probably not too dangerous. There is another one looking specifically for some Orzhov priests that they want you to go to one of these poor areas and offer some Orzhov blessings and money lending with a pretty aggressive interest rate. So you can go and get some money from the poor because they need to be taxed too.
Yeah, obviously.
And then the last one. The last one looks like it was put up pretty new, and it's a It's like a debt collection. Someone who's been not paying their bills. It's also Rakdos guy. It's a pretty shitty picture of him. It looks like he's kind of like armored, almost like a paladin would be armored, like heavy plate, and he has these weird. It looks like almost like these lenses, like an is it goggles, kind of like the ones you saw when you were at the Is It lab, but they're bolted, like they're shown bolted onto his face.
Okay.
And it says Rakdos member Lavish owes 200 gold and he is well past due, so they need debt collection from him.
What does that pay?
It says you get 20% of the money collected, and I think he owed. Actually, where is it? It would start at 200, but then with the interest. So he's probably up to like 500 gold now, so you'll get 20% off the 5.
Okay. Okay. Well, I like the idea of debt collection boss. I think that's probably easy. But also, dock workers down at the docks, we could send them in the way of the nice melons, and get some business.
I like
in there.
it. I like the idea. Really get it going. Give it
Some
the
business,
networking it needs.
Yeah, I mean that seems like our perfect clientele.
And I think this guy's probably still gonna owe the money tomorrow. You just come back and
That's
give him
very
that.
good. That's a very good point.
We should take that sign down so other people don't see it.
That is a really good
I
idea
like
too.
that.
Okay. That sounds
So
good to me.
you're gonna grab the dock guard dude.
We're gonna grab the dock, and we're also gonna grab the debt collection, so no one else grabs it.
So who's grabbing?
Who's grabbing what?
Who's pulling the paper off?
Is there some shit I don't know about?
Doesn't matter.
No.
Debt collector one.
There's no magic or anything that you know about pulling one of these off.
Sure.
But
Okay.
you do know it's frowned upon to take more than one, because it's supposed to be for everyone in the guild to do. But I
So,
just want to know.
if one of us takes one and then someone else takes the other one.
Yes, I grab
I mean,
the dock worker thing, and someone
So
else.
as you grab it, this
I'm gonna die.
minotaur that's probably about 7 feet, wearing this like white, like it almost looks like it's like white plated armor. It's weird. It's like it's metal, but it has like this white coating over it, and his horns are these like bright gold plating. Kind of grabs your wrists. He goes, "Little thief, I don't think this is for you." And kind of like he is extremely strong, and he's kind of grabbing your wrist, and it looks like he's about to like pull that out of your hand, like the paper.
Wait, who, me or the other guy?
Can I tell what this guy's rank is?
Wait, this is just when we pulled the first thing for the docks?
Yeah, just a dock one.
Oh,
Okay. Does this guy? Does he seem like he ranks higher than Wesley to me?
He's definitely not a priest, but you've seen him around. You don't know him personally, so you don't know if he's higher ranked. But you guys are middle low, so it's very possible he's higher ranked, and he's also trying to intimidate you
Great.
because he's big and strong and a minotaur. Plus, his armor is very nice, and the gold plating on his horns, which you don't see very often. There's also not very many minotaurs in the Orzhov, but it seems like he's definitely has money.
Great. So I say to him, well, I'm just going to try to, I guess, bluff my way out of this. I want to pretend like I'm not scared of him. So I'm like, oh, good day, sir. You look like you know what you need. You need a drink. And I like reach in and I hand him a coupon to the nice melons. And I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get in your way. I could tell you're having like a hard day here. This is a simple little task. Like, I'm sure I can handle it.
So you're trying to persuade him?
I'm trying to, persuade him to let me do this, I guess.
Okay, go ahead and roll your persuasion, and he's gonna roll against you with his was it insight?
I have 9 persuasion.
Yeah.
It's so good.
How do you have not?
I'm
What?
so good.
Just like all your points in that.
I'm good at everything except fighting.
Okay. I should have showed you guys because I didn't actually have to cheat on this one.
Great.
But he got a 23. And so he looks down at that coupon and he almost has like an insulted look on his face, and then you see him kind of like read the name, and he with his other hand grabs the coupon too, but doesn't let go of your wrist. And he's like, some of my underlings might enjoy some of these melons.
Yeah, I think you're right. Absolutely. Your underlings might want to do this job as well. Here you go.
Yeah.
Just trying to like can him.
Whoa, we're giving up our job?
I mean,
You wanna
I'm
fight this guy?
freaked out at this point.
I mean, he is a puny little guy. I'm like looking down at him.
I don't know if you're looking down at him. You might be looking eye to eye to eye.
I'm almost sure I'm 9 feet tall.
I don't think you're 9 feet tall. He's probably almost as tall as you, if not as tall. With his horns, he's definitely above you. Like the tip of the horn
I
goes
don't
up.
buy it.
I don't know.
Now I'm looking through all my shit to find my height.
Oh, Lewis is here. So I mean, do you want to fight him for this?
No,
Or do you wanna,
I definitely don't want to fight him.
Okay, so
5 golden hours not worth it.
he kind of like gives you like a pat on the head and then flicks you like an Orzhov minted gold, and he's like, "Smart move, kid," and kind of nudges you, and then kind of walks away with the flyer
God, I
and the
want to
coupon
fuck
to
with him
the.
so bad. I have abilities. I have an invisible mage hand.
So while that is happening,
What's his name? I say to him, hey, big guy, what's your name?
Feldor.
Feldor, it was a pleasure meeting you. You have a great day.
So he
And
gives you a smirk and just doesn't, and then walks.
Great. I want to write this shit down as an enemy. Where is
You're the biggest bitch. You're like, hey, what's your name? Oh, it's good meeting you, man. I'm really
well,
glad we could do business.
In the meantime,
Feldor. Fucking
Gacy, you are asleep in your room and you hear a knock on the door. Gacy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm rustled awake and I walk to the door and who is it?
Like, I come from Zaleth.
yes.
Zaleth is your ringmaster. It's the name of the person in charge of your ring in Rakdos.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Hey, how's it going? What can I do for you?
So you open the door and like you don't see anyone for a second, and then you kind of look down and there's this like goblin wearing like jester's clothes but with like spikes coming all out. He's like, Zaleth wants to see you. Zaleth wants to know where her volunteers are. And then he just kind of like scampers off. So yeah, you've been beckoned to go meet with your ringmaster.
Okay. And I forgot to bring my volunteer with me after last game, right?
No. So you have your volunteers locked in your room with like collars on, tied to the wall, like chained. So yeah, there. I moved you guys all back to your room. So yeah, you have 2 volunteers, right? Or only one?
Yeah, 2.
Is it 1 or 2? You have 2. Okay, so yeah.
2 cops.
One of them,
Yeah.
his wife is cheating on him, and then you're gonna kill him now. Just want you to know that.
Yeah. So they're chained to the wall in your room.
His name
Okay.
is Lonnie.
Lonnie?
Yeah, he has 2 kids. and a
Like
wife.
Anderson?
Lonnni.
Okay.
You don't necessarily. The goblin didn't imply that you need to bring him there, but she wants to talk to you regarding that. So if you want, you can bring him as well. That's either way.
How big are they, my volunteers?
Average size. I would say like maybe.
I think one was an
Well,
elf.
Are they both? Is it a man and a woman? Are they both men or
It's 2 men, I
I
think.
think it was 2 men.
2 men? Okay, so let's say one's like 5'8", one's like 5'10".
Okay. I decide to grab the one that's 5'10". What's his name?
You can have that one be Lonnie. That one's Lonnie.
Okay. Hey, Lonnie, I'm gonna untie you, and you're gonna get on all fours.
It's like, please let me go. The Azorius are looking for me. They're gonna find you. Please let me go and give me some water.
Water. Good thing to tack on, yeah.
And then when when my volunteer, quote unquote, gets on all fours, I climb on his back and make him and ride him to meet with the head of Radkos.
No. Okay. So you're gonna like probably like hold like are you holding him like a knife to him, or are you just kind of using your persuasion to get him to do what you want him to?
I went and got my human reins, my storage area in my room, and put them on him.
Yeah,
That's normal.
sounds about right.
Does he have like a tail, like a butt plug? There's a tail as well that you've like
That's a
put.
great idea.
He's naked?
Yeah. I also, with no lube, shoved in his tail butt plug.
Wow.
Okay, well, he's gonna take a damage for that one. Okay, so he's naked. Are you also naked? Or are you wearing your clothes? You know, you're going to see your guild master. So I just wanna, or you're not your guild master, but your
I'm wearing my fancy chaps.
Okay. Assless or non-assless?
All chaps are assless.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. So you wander through like the halls of Rakdos, of the Gore House, kind of moving from place to place. I am going to do kind of what the area kind of looks like, because I got some pictures.
Is that some of the stuff you sent us? Because I haven't had a chance to look.
No. Can you guys see? Are you on the?
Yeah.
You might need to zoom out. I would assume you need to
Yes,
zoom out
we
because
have
I made everything big.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you're kind of. This is kind of the aesthetic of the Rakdos areas. Lots of fire, smoke, people doing. Or there's shops and there's like normal stuff you would find in any of the areas, but lot more S&M gear that you would normally. Fire breathers and whatnot. So you slowly ride your human to your ringleader. She's probably a 5-minute, 10-minute walk. So on a person's back, probably 20 minutes it takes you to get there. So
On a side note, I could not find any pictures of someone with elf ears and a horse tail. I tried really hard.
turn off safe search.
No, it's off. I found a lot of things I didn't want to see, but not that.
Okay, so you get there. You're at her door now. Come in.
I slap my my volunteer on the ass, and he carries me into the room.
Okay, so you open the door. It's a pretty big office. There's lots of weapons and like spiked like armors and stuff against the walls. Everything's kind of in red and black. It's kind of their favorite colors. Torches in the corner. As you walk in, you hear growling on each side of you, and these two hellhounds kind of like growl and start sniffing the thing you're riding as it comes in. And Zalith, the ringleader, who looks like a normal woman, but she has these scars kind of going from like the top to above to below her eyes. Goes, "Oh, sweetie, you brought your mount. Come in, sit down." And so she kind of gestures to like chairs that you could sit on.
Okay. I guide my volunteer to one of the my steed to one of the chairs, and I sit down and I tell the steed to go stand in the corner with the other animals.
So the hellhounds, which are these like blackened flesh dogs with like kind of fiery claws, they're still growling, and Zalith goes, Sodom Gomorrah, Gacy's a friend. Calm down. And they kind of like do that thing where like dogs kind of like spin around and then they just kind of lay down, like looking at you, but they've calmed down. And Zalith says to you, she goes, how have you been, Gacy? It's been a while.
I've been good. Lots of adventures. I've got this beautiful honky dong pelt from my travels.
Oh, that's great. I haven't heard of a honky dong.
I'll have to show it to you. I forgot it in my other chaps.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And the reason I don't want to bullshit you, you know, I'm straight to the point. I'm here to be your friend and to support you in the guild and make sure you're rising up in the guild to a position that you well deserve. But really, I asked you here because I need to know, do you have a volunteer? Because circus is in a few days and we really need some volunteers.
I not only have one volunteer for you, I have two.
2 volunteers? That is lovely. Oh, dearest me, that is the greatest thing I've heard today. You know, some of your companions in the guild, they're coming up short. So a few of them are hanging from their nipples right now. You know, out in the gore house. You can check them out. But you exceeded my expectations, Casey. And as a reward, and this is something I don't, you know, someone your rank usually doesn't get this honor, but before the sacrifice at the circus in a few days, I want you to give a performance. You will be the act that goes right before the finale, and oh, I hope it's wonderful. I know you. I know how good you are at entertaining and, you know, really breathing in what Rakdos is and spreading it to the people of this wonderful city. So, do you accept my offer?
Absolutely. I love breathing things in and spreading them. Yeah, that sounds great. I can't get a little hanging from my nipples though as a reward too. I mean, that sounds like a lot of fun.
That is great. Maybe you can add it to your performance.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. I have to take that in. I'll have to take that in.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, let's drink to that. And she hands you. She pours, like, she kind of turns around and she pours 2 glasses of this like red liquid that has this like little bit of steam coming off of it. She hands it to you. It smells a little like sulfur, so like rotting eggs. And she says, "Cheers and bless Rakdos."
And bless you. Cheers.
So, you guys drink, I assume.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Cool. So you feel that it almost feels like fire that, like, once it hits your stomach, like it spreads out like tentacles all the way to the tips of your fingers, and it, like, you've had it before. It doesn't really do any damage, but it burns like the good pain that you guys love so much.
Like an old fashioned.
Like an old fashioned.
The worst drink ever.
So she goes,
It sounds
She
like
goes,
really intense tequila or something. Yeah, it sounds great.
She goes, "Well, I'll let you at it. Make sure the volunteers are delivered one day before the ceremony to the circus." And she kind of tells you like which which tent you guys are going to be performing at. And she hands you one of the flyers. Like, "Oh, our members have been spreading these flyers out around the city. It's going to be a wonderful act." And she tells you that you're going to meet like before they get there a few hours before the show, the performance, and then we'll discuss logistics, and you're going to be going on right before the finale. Thank you, Gacy. And Rakdos bless you.
Okay. Yeah. So Radkos blesses you as well. And I call my steed over and ride him out of the room.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so where do you want to go? So you ride back. Do you want to go meet up with the other guys, or do you want to sit and plan for your performance or anything? Oh, I'm sorry. One other thing I forgot to tell you. She gave you a little stack of VIP tickets, front row seats that you can give to your friends.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I think I'd like to go meet up with the guys and brag and give them my front row tickets so they can come see the wonderful show.
Okay. So you make your way back over to the basilica. Actually, right close to like you walk into it, and people have like a big crowd had just left like right before you came in, and you see like you spot in the corner of your eye like the job board. It's over like on one side of it, and you see Trace getting punked like a little bitch by this minotaur.
Wow.
As you walk in.
Wow. Wow.
And you can
I
meet
shrug
up.
because it's a normal day when I see Trace.
What
so.
the fuck?
Okay, so what are you guys doing?
I say, I could have taken that guy.
Sure.
Yep, sure. Of course you could, Trace.
I underline his name.
And I pat him on the head.
I'm gonna grab the other job listing off the board, the debt collection.
Okay, so you grab the deck collection off the board. No one grabs your arm, so you now have that job.
Must be nice.
You know to officially accept a job, you need to sign it because it binds a spirit to it that is kind of like it's so people can't just take all the jobs and hoard them and use them whenever they want. So it's kind of like a way to monitor it. So once you sign it, you guys are officially on that.
On the case.
Right. Let's do it. Let's sign it.
Okay, so as you sign it, you specifically Wesley, you feel the presence of this undead spirit kind of like float over and is now just watching the note. So there's this like it looks kind of just like barely has a humanoid form, but you know whenever you guys take jobs, the spirit follows it as a kind of a living contract or a dead contract.
I walk over to the spirit and start putting my hands through it and trying to touch it and see.
You can't see it. It's more of like a feeling, and since Wesley's like a priest of the church, he can kind of sense its presence, right?
Gotcha.
Okay. So does that note tell us where to go to find this guy?
So it says on the note, it's Rakdos, a Rakdos Guild member named Lavish, the Butcher Clown.
Great.
Or sorry, Lavish of the Butcher Clowns. And you, Gacy, will have heard of them. They're lieutenants in another ring, and they're very famous. They usually like head the parades from this other ring. You know them as these like fairies or these like fey creatures that used to be part of It that were captured, killed, mutilated, and then brought back as servants to Rakdos. So they're all kind of insane It fey creatures. But yeah, they're very famous. They always lead the parades with these hell steeds whenever that ring like has a big performance.
Was this the person that Lewis was just talking to?
No.
Okay.
No.
What was her name?
Zalith.
Oh, okay.
This guy's name is Lavish.
Lavish. Got it. Okay.
Is our job to kill him or just to collect the money?
It says it's debt collection.
Okay.
But I mean, do what you got to do.
Yeah.
As you guys are there talking, you notice like you don't see too many Simic come into the church typically because they're like the scientists. They're one of the scientists of Ravnica, so they don't really believe in this nonsense. Plus, they're more about experiments with creatures, so they don't need money for stuff. So you guys kind of notice this Simic kind of adorned in their like armor. You can tell he's kind of high up, walking towards like one of the offices in which you can take out loans, and it's like it's kind of weird to you, but you guys see that. I mean, nothing that you would take action about, but just something to keep in mind.
Interesting.
So yeah,
Okay.
you guys.
Well, fellas, I think we should go try to hunt this guy down, and
Yeah.
yeah.
Head over to the circus.
So we know that he's the leader of this other circus.
There's no. So the butcher clowns are the lieutenants. They work directly under the leader of that ring
Got it.
of that circus.
Okay.
I think Gacy should away.
Sure.
So Gacy, you are
does
aware
that-
that they're powerful. Like I mean, being number 2, you know, they're high up in the guild. So it's something that you need to, you would be aware of.
Okay. Does that note doesn't say anything about dead or alive or just debt collection, right?
Yeah. Yep. It says he owes now from a 200 gold initial loan. He owes 500 now. Mid payments.
Yep.
Okay, and so I would know right where to find this guy, right?
Yeah. I mean, you would know like the ring, like the area in which that ring operates out of, and you guys could you could lead him pretty much there.
Are these guys likely to like attack us? Are the Rakdos very like tight knit, or are they like you're on your own type people? Like if we go in there to him and be like, "Hey, you owe us money, we're gonna break your legs," or his buddy's gonna be like, "Hey, f you, we're gonna mess you up."
Well, I mean, you know, Rakdos, they're known for being chaotic, and they're kind of amoral. Also, you know, as Orzhov members, that no one likes having their debts collected, so he probably isn't gonna be happy to see you. Believe that he's going to, like, they aren't all insane. They aren't just gonna, as soon as you ask for them, it's just gonna start stabbing you and cackling, most likely. But you don't really know. You know, I mean, the reason these pay so well is because they're difficult. It's like being a bounty hunter almost.
Alright, I'm gonna tell Gacy you should try to get him alone somewhere. Like you can go and talk to him first, try to convince him to like maybe come outside, and then we'll get him. I want to start a fight in the Rakdos circus.
I will be the first time. Now, it wouldn't be like normal for me to go to the leader of Zamora, or whatever her name was, and go talk to her about this. Like, do I need her permission before we attack this guy so I don't face any, consequences later?
Well, so he's not like the Rakdos. The rings really don't like each other, so there's no problem with that. Also, this guy, I mean, he has owed money. This is like legit. He owes money to the Orzhov, so he wouldn't really be breaking any kind of rules or anything by like trying to help out getting the money from him. Rakti, they're very just kind of do what you want and they care too much, so you don't think it's gonna be an issue.
Okay. Yeah, let's go get him. All right. So,
Does anyone want to give a quick synopsis to Johnny, who has just I believe.
yeah, I wouldn't mind one for the first half hour that I missed either.
We on a bar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let Johnny get in. He's on Discord, but he hasn't joined the room yet. So wait, let's see. There you go.
Hello.
Hi.
My Discord is so like roboty today.
Yeah, I'm getting that a little bit too.
That's so weird.
That's mine every day.
Yeah, that's strange. So all you guys really missed is we stole a bar from that lady and we named it the Nice Melons. And we had Johnny make us a sign, so it looks like 2 melons with the stems pointing out, and it says the Nice Melons. That's really great.
So if
And we're
Seth
at the bar?
MacFarlane started a new cartoon, this would be with the bars clawed in it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's
So
really
we got-
great.
So what is it? The bar that we took over?
The bar is the bar where
lady
the lady was crying and we like stole the deed.
Yeah.
We filed the appropriate paperwork with the government, and now we are proud owners with of the nice melons, and we're 50-50 splitting it with the lady for now. She's probably gonna run out of money here soon, and then hopefully she'll take out some loans from us, and that will give us some money. But we're probably gonna turn it into a strip club, but we need some time to plan that. So
Okay then.
yeah,
So I volunteered to be manager.
that seems dangerous. That seems real dangerous. But I have been thinking about you might be able to get us good employees. So and yeah, so
They're called talent, Cameron.
well, that's yet to be proven. So that sounds great. And then we took a job to collect a debt from a Rakdos person, and that's really all you need.
All right.
Also, there's a reward out for the 4 people we killed and or abducted last time.
Yeah, there's that. That seems
Wait,
like a
what?
problem.
Oh, for
Oh,
the
I can
people
get a
that-
reward for the 2 volunteers.
Oh yeah, up on the board there were some Azorius had posted some missing with rewards for information leading to the reclaiming of the people that are missing.
That's nice.
There's no one to reclaim. There's 2 dead ones in a gutter, and then there's the 2 that we gave to Lewis. That I'm
Probably
sure.
they're probably feeding mushrooms right now. So those ones you don't have to worry about them. They're feeding the poor.
Yeah, so that's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys want to head over to
Yeah, let's do it.
where the butcher clowns?
Yep.
So
Okay,
yeah,
so-
I guess as we walk over there, we just say like, "All right, Rakdos, you got to play this shit cool. Don't start any fights. Try to get him outside. Maybe offer him a drink at the Nice Melons. Here's a coupon, and we'll be out here, and we'll be able to back you up."
Okay, so
All right.
you guys start heading down towards into the Rakdos district. It's never pleasant here. I mean, the smells of probably rotting flesh and just burning whatever. It's not the most appetizing smells you've ever had. But you work your way down, Casey kind of leading you towards this other ring of Rakdos.
I'm more
And-
sweating as I walk in front of them.
So you strut your way along, and you eventually arrive at the ring, and you can like just by looking in, you can tell there's like this like nicer building with like it has like the comedy, the drama like masks, and also there's a third one in the middle with like blood dripping out of its eyes, and it looks like it's screaming in terror. And you using your intuition, you're pretty sure that's the butcher clowns where they live. So what do you guys
Good
do?
luck in there.
Go on in, Gacy. We'll be waiting out here for you.
All right. So I knock on the door.
And
Somebody
so-
sighs from very far away. Just
so you knock on the door, and you hear like it sounds like things being knocked over on the floor and like a cackling voice, and then all of a sudden the door just like flies open, and like standing right in your face is this guy.
Jesus Christ.
Psycho Edwards.
Wow.
And he's like, "Ah! Who are you? Another fresh victim?" And then he like licks a blade that's on his hand, and like you could see he just cut his own tongue, and blood is all like filling. Who are you?
Fresh victim, please. I'm Gacy. I'm a ringleader from another or a member of another circus ring, and yeah, I just wanted to introduce myself and say hi, and see if you wanted to go grab a drink and get to know each other better.
Ooh, you're here for pain? Pain? Yes. Do you want to join us? Our ring. Our ring's all about pain. And like he like drags a knife across his arm, and you can tell he's like scarred up and down, and just like blood is like now coming from that wound too. And he just licks it and smiles.
This guy doesn't look like the guy that we're looking for, or does it?
This is not the guy you're.
This is not
The guy you're looking for is wearing like this golden armor.
Got it.
So this Gacy, this is one of the butcher clowns. This guy's name is Murder, and he is there's three of them. This guy is known for being psychotic. There's two others. One is named Corruption. Is this woman who's kind of like a dominatrix type person, and the other one is Lavish, who's this like golden paladin looking dude that like gives out stuff to people, but there's something weird about him. And Lavish is the one you're looking for. He's the one that owes the money.
Okay. Well, then I retract my previous statements. Hey, Murder, how's it going? You know where Lavish is at?
Lavish? Yes, I do. He's upstairs. Probably polishing his armor, if you know what I mean.
You think I could talk to him for a minute? Could you get him for me?
Like, go ahead. And he like kind of like jumps back and like props up like a gargoyle on like a little chair, and it kind of rocks back and forth, and he kind of gestures like up the stairs.
I whisper, "Fucking Rakdos."
So, what are you guys doing?
We're sending Gacy upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll go upstairs.
Okay. So you like downstairs looks like shit is just like wrecked. Like this guy has been just like spinning, and his blades have just been like cutting up shit, and it's all just like fuck. But as you go upstairs, and things look like a lot nicer. There's like a study almost with like golden bound books, and like looks like expensive chalices, and there's a guy that he almost looks like a butler, except he's just like naked and standing there like perfect attention in the back of the study. And then there's doors, kind of like there's like little halls and doors to each side. To the right side, there's like a door that looks like it's almost made of like leather with like spikes kind of coming out of it. And there's like it's like sweet, almost like perfume coming from that side. And the other hall, there's like golden like candelabras and like these like fancy looking pictures, and then there's like this door that looks like straight out of like a mansion at that side.
Are there like any like balconies or anything that like I might be able to like climb up the side of this building and like look in and see if I can see Gacy or who we're looking for? Just in case shit gets real.
So, yeah, there's definitely windows up there. The front of it's almost like a New York building, so it's kind of like flat, like one of those. I forgot what they call.
Like a brownstone.
But like a brownstone kind of. So there's almost like on the left side there is one that has just like a little tiny like balcony, like you can like go out there and stand, and like that's about it. And that one has like the windows are very different. Like the one on the left is like golden, the one on the right is like almost like blacked out. But you could probably try and climb up there, especially if you have any kind of tool.
So I ask Wesley, do you think I should maybe get eyes on the situation in case we need to like run in there and help him?
If you can get up there without anyone seeing you.
Okay, I want to try to do that.
Okay, do you have any tools, like climbing tools? Or
I probably have rope. That's about it. I have thieves' tools, and that's it.
Okay, go ahead and give me an acrobatics check. See if you can kind of climb up. If other people are gonna,
14?
well, I was gonna say if other people are gonna assist you, you can roll with advantage. But
Giants
you're
should
slowly,
assist.
you're slowly able to make your way up there. Like your friends kind of have to like catch you a little bit
Great.
as you like slip, but you're able to finally to grab onto the balcony and flip yourself up there.
Okay.
You see like the back of this guy, in his golden armor, like looking at a mirror and just like combing his like flowing blonde hair, and he's wearing full golden like plate armor, and just you can't hear anything, and that's all you really see. It looks like a very expensive bedroom, very fancy.
Okay. Okay.
So Gacy, what are you doing?
Yeah, for now, I'll just wait there.
I walk down the hall to his room. Because you said it's all gold on one side and all blacked out on the other, and so I'm assuming he's in the all blacked out side. So,
Yep. So you're going down. Okay, yep. So the one that has kind of like the perfumey smell coming from.
oh, that's the female then, right?
Yeah, that's the one we're looking for, right?
You're looking for the
Are we
guy
looking
in
for the gold armor?
You are looking
Yep.
for the guy in the golden armor.
Okay, so then I knock on the golden door.
He's like, "Who is it?"
It's Gacy. From another ring down the road, and I wanted to introduce myself and get to know you better.
1 minute. And so Trace, you can see him, like you can see this conversation, like he kind of like turned and he's like talking to his door, but you can't hear what they're saying. But you see him like start like putting on like makeup and like fiercely like combing his hair now, and he's like kind of like trying to like get some smudges off his armor, and he's propping himself up, and then he's
While he's doing that, can I see if I can like lift the window or pick the lock so I can hear what's going on in there?
yeah, so the window's probably open, so
Okay.
yeah, you could open it slightly.
Okay.
So he walks over to the door, and he's like with this giant smile on his face, like, "Hello, Gacy. Have we met before? I can't seem to remember you." So he looks like a very handsome, like blonde, tall, like very chiseled features. The only weird thing is there's these like black like lenses bolted around each of his eyes. And he's giving you this big smile.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we've met before, but I've definitely seen your guys' show. You're very impressive.
Yes, I know. The way I handle my hell steed is, it's something to behold. So come in, and he kind of gestures you. He has like a little like sitting area in the corner of the room. Like, come in, and what can I do for you? And he sits like very perfect posture with still that big smile on his.
Well, I was wondering if you'd like to get a drink. I have some friends that own this bar, and
Yes.
it's just under new management, and we were wondering if you wanted to come by and have a drink with me.
And like the fact that you said you want to drink, like as soon as you said drink, he gets this big, like somehow his giant smile gets even broader. He's like, "Oh, you like to drink, do you? Everyone has their vices, am I right? Oh, drink. Yes. That sounds lovely. But I mean, can my friends come along? They also like to imbibe, if you know what I mean."
I've been so impressed by you specifically that I wanted to try to get to know you better first. You think we should just do a solo, one-on-one thing?
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check to see if you can convince.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Lewis has a boyfriend.
So yeah, he sits there for a minute. Let me roll against him because he does have saves against this.
Oh shit.
Damn, what the hell?
So he kind of looks and he goes, you know, you're right. Maybe murder doesn't need to come, but at least let me bring corruption. She thrives in seedy areas, and I think she'll really enjoy this bar. What did you say the name of it was?
Nice melons.
The nice melons. I wanted to call it the tasty melons.
Oh, yeah. You want to see some melons? Yes. Let me go grab corruption, and we'll come with. So he's gonna like kind of stand up and walk across the hall, and like you can't really knock on a door that's kind of bound in like plush leather, but there's this like button they hit, and you see this like red spark kind of go up, and you hear this like female moan going ah, and then you hear you hear her go.
That's my new
"Who is
ringtone.
it?" She goes, "Who is it?" Like, "Oh, it's Lavish. I have a new friend here, and he wants to take us to this bar. What's this called? The Nasty Melons. I think it's a perfect place for you." It's like, "Oh, that sounds lovely." And like the door opens, and you see this woman.
Yes.
Open the door. By the way, I tinted all their skin colors in Photoshop, and I'm very proud that I made them all bluish. So, yeah. So she's like, "Oh yes, I'm definitely dressed for the occasion. Let's." And so like both of them kind of like walk over to you, and he says, Lavish says to you, "Lead the way, Gacy."
All right, I hop down off this balcony.
So are you guys waiting for them outside?
So yeah, I'm gonna hop down and I'm gonna say, Gacy got them, invited them over to the bar. Maybe we should just be at the bar before they get there. And...
Yeah. Let's head over there now before they come outside.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna rush over there before they come
Yeah.
out. So Gacy, you lead them down downstairs. Murder's down now. He's standing on his hands and kind of like spitting, like in the corner of the room. He's like, "Where you going, guys? Where you going? Having some fun?" And Lavish says to him, "Oh no, me and Corruption have some things to discuss with our new friend here. But you stay here and wreck the joint." He's like, "I will do," and he does like kind of like a backflip, like back onto his hands, and you guys kind of walk out. So what do you want? You want to lead him there, Gacy?
Yeah, I'll lead him to the bar.
And so Lavish kind of looks at you, kind of perplexed. He's like, you mean for me to walk to this bar? No. I don't travel that way." And he pulls out this whistle that makes this like really deep sound instead of like a high pitched sound, and like kind of flames shoot out of it. And then this carriage with these like flaming hell looking horses kind of pull up.
Dave, I'm having a hard time imagining what that whistle sounds like.
It sounds like a woman moaning. Trust me, I'll send you an MP3 later.
Yeah, it sounds kind of almost like a foghorn. But yeah, so he kind of like says like you first, and he lets you. Actually, he gestures to Corruption first, who walks up there, and then he lets you walk up into the.
God, we have to steal this thing.
And then so like he follows behind you, and you sit down, and he says, "Just tell me where to go, and I'll lead the way." So
Okay.
Okay.
And I direct him to the tasty melon.
Do you direct them directly there?
No, I take him a long way around, like an Uber driver trying to get a bigger payday.
So at some point he goes, "Oh, do you know where you're going?
Yeah, of course. It's just 8 lefts and 9 rights.
Okay, so yeah, you guys snake your way through the city and eventually arrive. And so let's say it's probably about I don't know, like 2 in the afternoon now. So you get there. He's like, oh, the sign. Does the sign outside say nice melons?
Yeah.
Or was it okay?
Like the hanging sign.
Okay. Johnny, can you give me a carpentry roll to see how nice the sign actually is?
Oh
Oh,
no.
here we go.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Come on, crit.
The sign is gonna fall off when he looks at it.
What the hell wasn't? Oh, hold on.
So yeah, you click on the tool, and then I guess intelligence probably for the carpentry.
No,
that's
I'm
not
not
stat.
really non-intelligent carpenters.
Yeah.
Or yeah, you can do dex. Sure.
All right.
Come on. Please don't be like the front door. Thank God.
Yes.
Okay, so
Nice melons.
so I was told the sign has a pair of melons on the bottom, and then above it kind of says nice melons. Do you want to tell me exactly what it looks like, Johnny?
Yeah, I mean, it looks like a pair of sandbags. No. I would say I wasn't prepared for this. It says nice, and then melons in like a more of like a 45-degree angle. The O and the melons has a little dot in the middle of it, and then the melons. Are we saying they look like boobs, right? Or are they?
Yeah,
melons?
we are.
Okay, and then it just looks like a nice big, like basketball size melons on the bottom.
Oh, we have a Google search.
I'm afraid to click this link.
Oh yeah, it says not safe for wow.
Nice.
Okay.
That's a search history thing that I wish I didn't have anymore.
Okay. So he looks at the sign. He looks very impressed. He's like, "Oh, this looks like a place that you're gonna love." And like you look over at corruption. She's like smiling. She goes, "Ooh, there's probably some girls in here that I've trained personally, so I can't wait." And you guys go inside, and what do they see, fellas?
Well,
Just a bunch of dudes.
I think every table is round and has a nipple drawn on.
Just to let you know, they got the deed this morning, so I don't know how much work has actually been done
It's
to
like
upgrade it from
on
a
the middle of
dingy
the table.
ball.
I think Sten's a master carpenter with those rolls.
he's just
Sure.
running around with a chisel.
It's like bar rescue.
It's like Bob the Builder.
But yeah, I don't think you guys have done a lot of work
Normal.
yet.
I think it's like a normal bar with its shitty clientele that would have been there at 2 in the afternoon.
And there's a sign that says under new management.
Yeah.
And so as you walk in,
Do we
You
have like a
see-
now hiring dancers thing?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good.
It says talent.
Talent, my bad.
The talent's in quotes, though.
I was doing finger quotes.
so both Lavish and Corruption look kind of disappointed when they walk in.
Hmm.
Corruption goes, well, "Where's the girls?" And Lavish goes, "Ugh, He's like, "Dude, I hope you have some tarps to put down before I sit anywhere in this dingy bar."
No, I thought you'd sit on my lap.
Ooh. Fucking
Power move.
Sorry, but my friend here would be more than happy to. And Corruption kind of blows you a kiss. You're getting a very flirty but weird vibe off her. She has a whip on like one hip, like attached to her hip, and then a lot of daggers on the other one. But she's smiling and kind of stands like with her like hand on her hip, and she like kind of gives you the nod.
Okay, so I sit down and I kind of gesture with my hands and just kind of point at my lap, and she's and stare at her and wink.
Okay, so she'll like slowly walk over and like sit on you, and Lavish will sit across from you at the table, and definitely looks like he's not super happy just being sitting in this disgusting.
So I come out from behind the bar carrying 3 of whatever the best garbage drinks we have here are. And I say, hey, new customers. Hey, welcome. We're under renovation, so please excuse the mess. And I like put down the beers. I'm like, these ones are on the house. I think this place is going to be popping off in the next week or so. We gotta hire some girls. Looks like maybe you might be looking for a job. And I just, if you need anything, you let me know.
She says to you, sweetie, you couldn't afford me.
Well, I say, by the looks of you, that's probably right. But maybe you have friends. Send them my way. We're hiring.
Sure, we'll talk.
Now are these drinks called Pabst Blue Radcos?
No, God, no. We will never. We serve craft beer in this fucking establishment.
I think the best that bar had was probably called Rot Water, and it's brewed by the Golgari in their rot farms. So it's known for being cheap and sewery.
Can I like prestidigitation the glasses to look a little nicer or something?
Yeah, sure.
Great. So I make sure that at least the glasses look clean, and I like go and sit at another table.
Okay, so you give them the enchanted glasses, and Lavish kind of like stares at his and goes and like smells it, and then gets this really disgusted look on his face, and just kind of puts it down, and then Corruption kind of like lifts another one glass and like starts to feed you the drink, Gacy.
God, that's awesome. Can I marry her now?
Well, you can try.
Wesley is a priest.
At this point, I'm gonna walk over there. Well, actually, first I'm gonna tell the giant to guard the door, and I'm gonna walk over to their table.
Guarding the door.
So like as Wesley is walking over, so Lavish is kind of like, so what did you want to talk to us about, Gacy? And then kind of looks up and like, oh, who's this? A vampire.
Yeah, so I'm from Yorzov. You owe us some money. We're kind of here to collect that debt.
And at this point, I stand up. I pull whatever her name is off of my lap and pick her up off my lap and set her down and stand up. And back away from the table a little bit.
And I'm gonna signal the other guys to come up too.
Like, oh, I see what this is. It's a shakedown, right?
Well, it's not a shakedown.
No.
Money.
I paid that money months ago, so you must be mistaken.
I'm gonna show them the work order. Like, apparently not.
Well, there must be some confusion with your bosses. You know, I do not have. I already paid all that money. I don't have any more to give to the order.
Do you have proof that you paid that money?
Well, yeah, check with your higher up, and I'm sure they'll tell you. It must just be a clerical.
Well, this work order is from the higher up, so.
Well, you know, I do remember maybe I was a few gold short. So he's gonna notice you walking up behind him and kind of like so he has a sword kind of on his like holster.
Yeah.
So he's gonna kind of put his hand just kind of on the handle as he sees you. It's like, fellas, we don't need to do this. You're making a huge mistake. Am I right, Corruption? I paid, right? And so Corruption like looks over to you, Wesley, and she goes, he paid, and you know, if he didn't, we can work something out. It's okay, you know. Just let this one go, and everyone will make out wonderfully. And she kind of like puts her like hand on his shoulder, and she's trying to like, you know, persuade you to let this go.
Well, see, the thing is, I'm bound to this contract to collect this money. So the only way I can let it go is if I get 500 gold pieces.
So she's gonna like look at you, and I need you to roll a DC. Oh, sorry. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Jesus.
Okay.
Our fearless leader.
Give me a second.
Does it like
Uh,
whatever she's doing? Does it look like anything's happening?
The only thing you guys all saw is like maybe an instant, like a flash on her goggles, like a little pink shimmer, but like nothing really else.
Would I have more of an idea what's going on with her?
No, you don't really know kind of what these guys are about. You've only seen them kind of like in parades, and so you feel a strong compulsion, Wesley, to listen to her. Like her, she's, maybe these guys have more to offer than this money is, and you all of a sudden feel like, it's we can work out a deal instead. Like let's not try and collect the money from Lavish. She's probably already paid, So what do you say, Wesley?
Okay, let's hear what you have to offer.
It's like, oh, wonderful. Well, I would love to show you my bedroom. I have all kinds of equipment there, and I could really rock your world. Maybe even get you to leave your snooty Orzhov priest job and, really experience the pleasures of the flesh.
Am I the only one that's disturbed by Dave playing this character?
No, it's incredible.
Not at
This
all.
is the best thing ever.
I hate you guys.
I want to say to Wesley, boss, there ain't nothing but trouble that comes from a woman's bedroom that looks like this. Lady,
Yeah, but-
I think our quarrel's not with you.
Nothing
But
trouble.
Wesley,
We
to
spent
you-
so much time with that Southern sheriff.
Wesley, you really, Wesley, she's being super persuasive. Like, you think she's making the most sense out of all the people here right now.
All right,
Well, I guess that sounds good then.
boss, you're making a terrible mistake here, and is there any way that I would know that this is I feel like I
Well,
don't know
so
this is
Wesley's
going on.
acting very out of character
Okay.
right now, and I mean, you didn't see any spells cast, but something is definitely up. All of a sudden, he flipped, and this is a priest of the Orzhov, and now he's like, "Yeah, I'm down for some S&M shit."
All
That's
right,
kind of weird to you
want
guys.
I want to put my knife to this lady's neck, if possible.
Okay,
hope she
so
doesn't.
she purrs like a kitten.
I want to say, like, I don't know what you're doing here, lady, but whatever you're doing, you need to stop it, and I think it's time for you to go.
She's like, "Oh, you guys are no fun. Well, we can leave. Come on, Lavish.
I didn't say
It's probably time
the
to
two
go."
of you.
Oh, us clowns are bound at the hip. Really, you better let both of us go.
I don't think that's gonna happen here. Shiny guy, you owe us 500 gold. Lady, stop doing to my boss whatever you're doing.
So there, shiny guy, Lavish, is pulling his sword now. It's like, friends,
I
friends.
push the dagger
there's-
closer, like into her neck a little.
So she goes, "Okay, put the dagger down. I'll release your friend."
Like, I think you got this backwards. You release my friend, and I'll put the dagger down.
Lavish says, "Listen to the lady. She's a little unhinged. Just do what she says, and everything's gonna be fine, guys."
Fuck it. I stab this bitch.
Oh, okie doke. Go ahead and make your attack roll on her. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that definitely hits. So Corruption takes, was that 9 plus 8 plus 4?
Yeah.
Okay, so 17, 21. Okay, so let me make some tokens so I can at least.
Let's hope
I need
this
every.
isn't like I hope that this is like a concentration thing. She drops you immediately.
So I'm not gonna do a whole map for this, but I am gonna.
We know
pull
our
you
bar
guys-
like the back of our hand. I don't think
You've owned it for half a day. I am just gonna pull all your
Yeah,
tokens
I'm
on there
talking
so you guys
built
can roll
bar.
in.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just get your tokens out and stuff real quick. So I can get all this shit.
What is the thunder damage from, Cameron?
I have a spell called Booming Blade. So
Okay.
when
Here comes the boom.
finally
Can you
now-
say that from now on?
Here comes the boom.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
How'd you miss that opportunity?
I failed and
I mean, you're right. It just like whispered in her ear. You're like right there. Turn it around. Turn all the whole succubus thing around.
I'm just like, here comes the boom.
Yeah, and then give her the knife.
Give it to her.
Okay, do we have everyone? You guys able to click on your characters?
I can't.
I
my
can't.
turn. Trevor, can you?
Oh God, I tried, but I drew a line.
I don't exist.
I can't click on anything.
I don't.
Okay.
You need me.
Give me a second. Oh, and you're not on there. Trace. Okay, give me a second. Let me get this up.
Oh God, the death cat.
Death cat.
You could hear it.
That is its sad whisper of its ghost.
There we go.
Trevor.
Done. Problem.
Pete?
Why does my name just say Tra?
Oh, because I accidentally. That's my bad. I'll
You're
fix
the
that.
worst. Fixed it. If you double click on your characters, you can like
What?
type your name.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, so you should all have control, or you can now click on your. Why does it say Death Cat?
That's from my cat from the last thing.
Oh,
You probably
No,
have
I
to
didn't.
remove that, and then I added Johnny manually the last time. So
okay, everyone. Let me do these guys.
there we go.
Some high rollers.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, those are some great rolls.
This is incredible.
Rushed it.
Oh, didn't
Yeah.
have their bonus. Sorry.
They just weren't prepared for this fight, clearly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
clearly
They
I
never
get
saw it
They
surprised.
can, they can go
Right?
last. That's
For the
fine.
boom.
Well, it's not an
The
ambush.
boom.
The guy was ready for you
Yeah,
guys.
that's true.
But let me just fix everything.
Stupid bitch.
I don't think that macro works right. I have to fix it. Is everyone on there once? Wesley's on there twice. Which one were you, 10 or 14?
14.
Okay, is everyone on there once now?
I think so.
Are we good? Okay, go ahead and make your moves. Gacy, you're first, right?
I know, well, you,
Oh, but
you-
Trace is already. What?
You want to move me now to the bottom?
Oh yeah. Oops. Okay, you're just gonna go before him, and then there we go. That's fine now.
Okay.
Go ahead, Gacy. What are you gonna do?
It's not Wesley's turn ahead of me.
Oh, who's
No.
that?
Is it? I see
Yeah.
Gacy at 18.
Oh, I see.
I only.
Oh, you're there twice. Okay. Yeah, let me delete you. Wesley, go ahead and do what you're gonna do.
Am I still in a trance?
Oh, that's a good point. Yes, you are still in a trance because she didn't let go. Let me see if it's a concentration spell. I believe it. So she has to roll her con to see if she. Second, I'm opening the sheets. I don't know why this site is so slow when I open character sheets.
Yeah, sometimes it's so brutal.
Yeah, I think it's because like I have high res pictures on it and it's trying to load it. I should
Mhm.
probably lower. Okay, let me do her con. Yes.
Well,
She does not. So yeah, you are still charmed, which is what you. So as being charmed, you cannot attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects, and the charmer has advantage on any ability checks to interact socially with this creature.
Okay.
So you can attack the other guy, but she's your friend right now.
Oh, okay.
You love her.
Great.
She's gonna be the first person that works at this fucking bar. If I do that.
Well, I'll try to attack this guy, I guess. Let's do...
Okie doke. This is your Word of Radiance, the DC 14 Wisdom save.
They all seem so wise. Okay.
So yeah, he resists your attack.
Great.
Does that do? Yeah, I think that has no damage.
Alright, wait, so then as a bonus action,
Oh, let me
I
link that. I just
can
wanted to read that.
cast... Where's my spiritual weapon? Spiritual weapon.
Okay. So the weapon attacks him, and actually does not. It clangs against his plate armor.
Oh,
It
fuck.
doesn't do any damage.
That's not good.
Go ahead, Leo. Anything else, Wesley? You want to position yourself somewhere in the room? Do you just want to
Well, I'm
hang
just
on
gonna
your dominatrix friend or anything?
I'm just gonna I'll back away from her if I can. I don't know.
As long as you don't try and
Transfer
harm. She's just your friend, so you can do whatever.
Okay,
You
yeah,
want
I'll just walk away.
Okay, Leo.
No, it's my turn now.
Oh, sorry. Oh, no, I have Gacy at 8. Leo's at...
I
Do
don't
you see
see
it
it.
differently?
Okay.
We're at 7.
Yeah, Leo got.
Oh, you're there. Everyone's there twice from
I
last
don't see
time.
them twice. That's so weird.
Oh, I see it from last time. Okay, so go ahead, Gacy.
So first I try to talk to the golden dude, and try to persuade him. Hey man, come on, why can't you just pay your debt? I see you living in luxury, and you're obviously not hurting for gold. So can't you just save us all some drama and pay your debt?
He's like, well, here's the thing, guys. I am extremely rich, but all my money is not very liquid right now. A lot of investments, a lot of I'm just invested in this chain of these magical boards that you can ride around the city. People can pick one up, drop it off wherever they want.
It's gonna be huge.
It's gonna be huge, but I have not got a return on my investment yet. So yes, I do have a lot of money, but I just don't have any cash on me right now. And plus, I'm pretty sure I paid you guys a while ago. So even if I did steal your money, I just couldn't do it.
How much have you made off these boars? Well, you're kind of in a fight. Never mind. Go ahead.
We're just having conversation.
So yeah, he says he doesn't. He's not gonna pay right now. So it's kind of what you're getting from.
I'm going to heat metal his armor.
Fuck yes.
Nice.
Cod piece.
Okay.
So
So can you click it so I can tell what it does.
yeah, and then I can choose my level. The max I can do is level 3, correct?
I believe that is your max spell level. I don't know what it does differently at higher levels, but
I get an extra one. I think it's 1d8 for every level above 2.
okay. So yeah, go ahead. You can cast it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Blah, 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 blah. Medium armor that you can see. Any creature of physical contact if the creature is holding or wearing the object is damaged from it, the creature must succeed a constitution saving throw or drop the object if it can. So I have to roll a con to see if he tries to take off the armor.
Can't make it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's.
And
roll
how
a
could
con. Well, these guys do enjoy pain.
he?
So
Yeah, sure.
nope.
Oh,
So he does not save.
so 3.
So he starts like screaming and like pulling off his armor. Like you would think, so this it looks like it's heavy armor, but it looks like very ornate and stuff. But as he's like taking it off, it like kind of glimmers and then becomes like this like rusty old like garbage plate armor. So So it looks So but you did this at level 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I rolled
Yeah.
my 1d8 for extra damage, and I got an 8.
No, your extra damage is above your. So you have the 4 for your original damage and the 4 for the one above it. You see, so it says higher level cast 4.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that should be. Although
So that top one is
doesn't
a
look-
2d8.
That doesn't look right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Just roll it manually. I don't think I did it right.
No,
So
the bottom one did.
The bottom one's a 2d8.
Okay. So it does 12 damage to him.
Oh,
Okay.
Right. 4.
This
so that
worked. This worked.
which one worked?
It worked. Like if you mouse over the top 4, it says.
But it says
rolling-
it says 1 times 1. It
Well,
doesn't say 1
it's still
plus-
1, so it's 1d8, and then if you mouse over the bottom one, it's rolling 2d8.
Oh, so it's 3d8 total.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
so it did 8 damage total. Okay,
Okay. Gotcha. Okay.
let me
It was
get
just
his
an
health.
unfortunate
Correct.
roll.
So yes, he's like screamed, took damage, and now he's taken off his armor. So he should be a little easier to hit now.
Nice.
I like where this is going.
But
And in a very sexy direction.
Goyle, or unless you want to position yourself for anything.
And so where the 2 NPCs are, that's where they're gonna. Okay.
Yeah, they're like positioned around the table. How much damage did you do to the girl?
not a
What did you
lot. Hold on. I'll scroll up and find it.
It was 21, wasn't
16, 17?
Oh yeah, it
No,
was like 21. It was 21.
Oh, really? The time to do.
I'm a hero.
Okay, so loyal.
Blade.
Yeah, I'll go. Yes, turn.
Anything you specifically want to? Do you want like Crown of Madness?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's why I accidentally clicked on it all the way up there. I want to try to Crown of Madness the girl. I want to enchant the chick who's enchanting the dude.
I'm down with it.
Okay.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Okay.
Cool. Do it. So I clicked it up here. I can click it again for details. But
Must
go to
succeed
our-
a wisdom saving throw. Do you know your? Can you go to your spells and
Did it
see
just-
your spell?
Nothing come out.
Our spell.
Yeah, it just.
Well, it just put the text in it. So you need to know what your spell save DC is. So it's
Yeah.
on,
So on your character sheet, there's like the spells.
13.
13. Okay.
Are we all
And so
13?
wisdom.
I'm probably higher. I thought.
Okay,
Nice.
so she
You're like
does not
13
save.
Nice.
So what does that do?
this says, while the target is harmed in this way, a twisted crown appears on their head, and madness glows in their eyes. The charmed target must use its action before moving on each of its turns to make a melee attack against a creature other than itself that you mentally choose. The target can act normally on its turn if you choose. Okay, well, I'm not going to choose that.
Okay.
And then there is some subtext that says, on your subsequent turns, you must use your action to maintain control over the target or the spell ends. So this counts as our turn.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. So cool.
Who are you going to? So you're gonna make it attack the dude.
Yeah. On her
Yeah.
turn,
Yeah,
you'll
exactly.
give her.
When it's-
You'll
when it's
give
her
her
turn,
give her an
I'll
action.
make her
Okay.
attack the dude.
All right. Stand.
All right, I want to run up and where are they? They're right there. I'm right. Wow, I'm already right on top of them. I'm gonna run up and smack this dude around.
No.
Okay.
I don't remember. Do I can attack twice, right?
You
I don't
can
remember.
now, yeah.
Yeah. And
Hand axe.
okay. The second one hits. The first one does not.
I want to use luck on the first roll.
Okay.
Hand axe. Damn it. Never mind.
I actually think you. I didn't set it up. You should have +1 on all your rolls and your damage because you're using that the axe that you got, right? The axe of
Oh, that's
vengeance.
Yeah.
So okay. So but either way, it didn't change. It just made him do 1 more damage. Okay. Anything else, Johnny?
No, I'm good.
Okay. So what do you want? So it's Corruption's turn. So she's kind of has like this like fiery glow in her eyes. What do you want her to attack?
Her buddy.
Yeah, the no longer golden dude.
Yeah. The Lord man.
And I assume we don't get to choose like what
No,
kind of
there's no
attack
doing that.
she does.
No, it's a melee attack.
Yeah.
Would
Yeah,
she drop her
resting.
concentration?
Yeah, she would drop her concentration.
So
on
I'm
that.
no longer in.
You're
Yeah,
nowhere
you can be you're
Um, Wait, so
so
That's
I
hitting.
just have a context question.
Sure.
For the Orzhov, if we don't collect the debt, we still plan on like killing them and taking their soul or something, right? Like it's not like if they don't have the money, we just beat them up and let them go or something. Like it's
so the typically what happens if so they typically aren't just going to kill the guy, they're just going to keep increasing the debt and keep putting more and more pressure, but eventually if they get to a point that they owe so much money, they'll actually feed them to this giant thrall monster and then basically enslave their soul for all eternity.
got it.
So she hits him with his whip that would knock him down, but he saves on the being knocked down, so he takes 4 damage.
Okay.
She also oops, I didn't mean to click that again. She's also going to let me see what she had. I forgot to do that. It's fine. Going to cast. Let me see what the spell does real quick.
Can she do
Okay.
other things?
Yeah, so she because she can do more than just a melee attack.
She must use its action before moving.
She's
So her actions are okay.
well, no, she gets multiple. She gets multiple.
Yeah.
actions.
Yeah.
Okay, so she used that though. She's gonna cast Firebolt on you, Leog Goyle.
Okay.
Oh, that's a hit.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
And I need you to roll your Constitution save to see if your crown.
What do we need to
madness-
reach?
Would you? Oh, it's shit. Let me look up. I have to Google it. I think it's above a 10, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
That sounds
It's like
right.
50-50, but let me double
Okay,
check.
we got this. Fucking.
Well,
are
what
not-
about a
I
crit
was
fail?
really.
Does that-
You're not allowed to roll anymore.
does
I
that
was
do it?
like so
cool.
confident that she couldn't do anything. She was like mad, and I was like, "We got her." I was like talking to my other hand. I'm like, "We got her, man. She can't do anything now."
She just shook it off.
She just
Okay,
pissed.
so yeah, so it's 10 by the way. Okay,
Good to know.
cool.
That makes that
So
real bummer.
so corruption like kind of shakes it off. She's like, "Oh, you think you can play mind games? Just wait."
Oh, no.
And Lavish goes, "Oh, you just made a mistake. Don't get on her bad side." And now he's gonna swing at Johnny. So let me see what he does because he has some. Actually, he's not gonna swing at you, Johnny.
All right.
He's gonna like look deeply at you, and he's going to roll this. And let's see what number we get.
Woo!
2. Oh, don't get too excited yet. Okay. So
Where's the save?
you need to. Where's the stupid thing I have?
It's a DC.
Oh, here we go.
No.
Yeah, it's DC. Can you make a Wisdom saving throw, please?
Come on, monk. Come on, monk.
You're a wise monk. Beyond your years.
Nope. Not wise enough.
So he smiles at you. He's like, "I can see what you love," and he's gonna pull out this like, you don't even know where this thing came from, and he pulls out a whole cake. And he goes, "Go ahead, take a
A
bite."
cake. He's a drunken monk and he pulls out a
Okay.
cake.
Well, this guy isn't as good at beating people as you may think. And he hands it to you, and you are compelled to sit there and eat the whole thing. For the next 2 turns, you're extremely bloated and feels kind of sick. So you have -1 to your armor and half movement speed, which probably won't matter in this small bar, but for 2 turns.
You guys should really try the cake.
Yeah, you see him just going at this cake. This guy just like pulled out and handed it to him.
Looks
It's very
amazing.
weird.
He's not wearing anything right now. Where did the cape come from?
That's a damn good question that you don't want the answer to. Okay, Trace.
Pocket.
Do I want to try to hit her again? Fuck it. We'll just hit her again. So I run up next to her, and I lean in and whisper in her ear, "Here comes the boom."
Nice one.
I click this button somewhere.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh.
So 15. This is her, right?
Yeah.
So as a reaction. So
Okay.
15. Yeah. So yeah, she kind of like blows like this this perfume smell kind of like fills like your face as you attack,
Great.
but you're able to kind of shake it off,
Okay.
and like your attack still hits. So yeah, do you have an advantage on her still? So you don't get the sneak attack, right? probably don't
You
have
get
an
sneak
advantage.
attack if you're like next to other people fighting this person.
Has anyone else meleeed her?
I don't think so.
So you're probably right. And Wesley moved away, right?
Yeah,
So it'll just be the piercing and the thunder.
that makes sense.
Okay. And so you strike and you see her kind of like reflexively like poof like into like mist.
Great.
And now she's like all the way at the opposite end of the bar, so you would probably have to like
Does that count as movement?
it is not movement. It's
Okay.
she reacts with Misty Step,
Great.
which is a spell.
Great.
But yeah, you did hit her. So
Okay.
you did damage.
I want to be slightly farther away from this guy with the sword if possible.
Wesley.
All right.
Wait, where did she poof to? Can you move her?
Okay. Well, I wasn't actually using this as a map, but I can give me.
Quickly, someone draw a circle. About the square.
So, wait a minute, Wesley. Where are you? You were like next to her, right?
But he
I
moved
moved away.
Okay. So she had. She's actually right behind you.
What the fuck?
Well,
She loves you.
I say, get some, boss.
Do I know that she enchanted me?
Yeah, you're aware that she did something to you that you were like not in control of yourself, and you assume it's something that.
Okay. I am going to cast.
Guiding bolt. Cast at high level, and that's just damage. I'm assuming
That hit her?
that hit her. Yep.
Oh, thank God.
And as I cast it, I yell, "You damn dirty whore! Tried to enchant me!"
Okay, so that gets you down to.
I can't
Okay.
see her health anymore because Wesley's character's so big. There we go.
Unmove.
And then, with my bonus action, I'm gonna hit that other dude, the spiritual.
Yes.
Is it?
Oh, if that hits for a double.
Yes.
Actually, roll me another 1d8,
It
please.
did it. That's what that plus is.
No, that's his. Oh, is it? Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. So 9 damage. For on. Gotcha.
I spent like 3
Okay.
hours figuring out how to make booming blade work. I'm like super familiar with these random boxes that it.
Okay,
draws.
Gacy.
Offer her
I-
tickets to your show.
I am going to use blindness, deafness.
Fuck yes.
All right. So it's not working for some reason. Hang on.
Oh, it's probably asking you the spell level.
Oh
It
yeah,
pops up on a weird
It's
spot.
hitting up on my
Yeah, it's annoying.
So what does it do? Okay.
Okay. Constitution save, or are you doing blindness or death?
And who are you doing it to?
I'm going to make the dominatrix blind.
Nice.
What was the DC? What's on? What's your spell save? Is it 13 also?
14.
14? Okay. She is now blind. At
Nice.
the end of its
Damn.
turn, the target make a con. Okay.
I bet you didn't see that coming.
Good one.
She kind of screams as like her vision goes out. She's like, "You're all gonna pay," and she's starting to get kind of like crazy. Lavish. After Gacy, you just
the
did that.
redhead's crazy. Really, Dave?
So Lavish is gonna smile again at Sten, right? Is that your name?
Yeah.
What's your name? Yeah, Sten.
Yeah.
And let me see. I know it's not his turn, but he gets able to take turns off of his. Can you roll me another wisdom saving throw, please? Oh, okay. So he pulls out this like jug of mead. He goes, "Oh, this is what you really want, huh?" But you're able to like you look down at your fat belly and realize that this guy might not be giving you what it actually is, and you're able to resist the temptation to drink this liquid that he just pulled out of God knows where.
Can I
Okay.
say no thanks? I got my own, and I'd take a swig.
You may.
Okay.
Okay, so Leon Goyle.
I'm feeling like just hitting the dude.
Okay.
So we're
Where's
just
the,
gonna.
where's the other guy's health?
You should see it.
No, we can't see it.
You can't see it? Oh, it should be there. I don't know how this shit works. Sometimes it works.
Trevor, how do you
There we
feel
go.
about using Divine Smite right here?
I'm cool with that.
Oh, we're gonna fucking roll these bitches. I'm so excited. God.
So-
Don't get too cocky, kid.
Did you attack?
How does this work?
Um,
Oh yeah, I'm not allowed to roll anymore. You also have to do the normal attack roll.
Yeah. Hold on, that nervous. I was trying to read the divine smite spell, but I fucked it up
Okay,
again.
that's fair.
Where do I just roll to attack?
Core.
Should be the name of your weapon. It's like
Yeah.
yeah.
One hand, not two hand.
that's
Well,
rough.
Okay. Yep. Yeah, that does not. He's able to like dodge out of the way. He looks a little lighter now that all his heavy plate armor's on.
We do have an extra attack because we're level 5 now.
You do get 2 attacks.
Yes.
Sure.
Wing again.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
And that's gonna add in the divine smite damage.
Okay, so you're going him for 15. When you make contact with him, he like smiles. He's like, "Oh, you're my dancing partner now," and kind of like touches you on the shoulder. Can you give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
This is
14. It needs to. Oh, okay. So you're able to save. So he was trying to compel you to like only fight him, and like force you into, but you're able to save off that. So you did 15. Yeah, kind of like. And he looks very disappointed now.
he should.
Oops, that's not right. That's right. Okay. Okay. Next, Sten. You're looking very chubby, Sten.
All right.
Skipping core day.
Yeah. So I'm gonna double hand axe this guy.
Okay. So the one of them hits.
I'm gonna use key,
Be right back.
get another hand axe in there, and fuck that up too.
Okie doke. So he's gonna take. Cool. Okay.
All right. Her turn.
Yes, give me 1 second though.
How do you get to do flurry of blows, Johnny?
I think that's what he just did.
That's what I basically just did.
No, but you have 2 attacks. Just you have 2 attacks now.
Well, he did 2 attacks and then he did flurry of blows for his third with the hand axe. He could. Oh, he could. He bonus action just flurry of blows. How does
Well,
that
isn't
work?
that the key? Isn't key just like spending?
Oh, that's true.
Isn't that something else?
Instead of disengaging action and you're walking
It's
speed.
just the
Marching.
walk away thing. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
So it's an extra attack and a walk away.
Got it.
Okay. Okay. So her turn. So she's gonna at the end of her turn, she can try and get rid of the blindness, but she's able still to cast at disadvantage while being blind. So let's see what happens with it. So
Jeez.
she's gonna try and cast Firewall. This should be fun, and we can kind of randomize where this is gonna go. But fires are coming.
Not in the bar.
We just bought this place.
Spawning each creature in the so
Insurance money. This is so great.
Target can take that. Okay, so I'm just gonna click this because it's. So she's gonna create a wall of fire that's 20 or 60 feet long and 20 feet high, 1 foot thick, and just going like straight, like starting like right in front of her and going just like down the middle.
Great. Now you roll a dexterity saving throw, Wesley, and we pray.
16.
Fuck. This is probably not gonna end well.
Yeah.
But she's blind.
So should I get advantage?
But it's not a targeted spell. She just burned the ground, so he had to jump out of the way.
Well, I tried.
Yeah. So you take 29 fire damage.
Ooh,
and-
9?
Yeah, that's what it says. 29, right?
That's the number there,
You'd
yep.
be right.
The wall. So it's gonna last a while.
Oh, my bar.
The creature on a
Now it's
failed
gonna
save.
be
You
the
would have
toasting
taken half.
melons.
Boo.
Well, I'm almost dead.
Well, you're a healer. You'll be okay.
I'm surprised you're not dead.
If you guys enter the space of the wall, you'll also take that damage again.
That's not gonna
You'll be able to move out on your turn. But let me just draw this firewall that's up here now.
Wait a second. Fire. Jeez.
It's kind of like that.
Well, fuck me.
So actually, Gacy, I need you to make the same saving
Oh,
throw, please.
no.
Oh no.
Just because Dave has sloppy drawing hands.
Yeah. So make a
Really
dex
missed
saving.
you.
Okay. Oh, good.
Yeah. You
Okay.
just so you can move yourself to the left a little to get out of the fire. That was her turn. Next, my buddy. So he's starting to look a little hurt, but he's starting to get. He's gonna start fighting now for real. So he's gonna now attack you, Sten, again with this sword. So he pulls out his long sword and. And then he takes two attacks on you. Does 15 hit you? Is Johnny not there? Oh.
I'm here. I have 15 armor class, so that does hit me, right?
No, it doesn't.
Okay,
So-
good.
Thank God.
Okay, so he's with, and now he's looking really like mad and anxious at the same time. But yeah, that's his turn.
I think you guys got that on lock. So I am gonna run over next to her. I guess that's fine. I'll run up next to her and I am going to. I have to just do the same thing. I think. Click this button. Oh,
Okay, it has advantage because she's blind.
thank God. Okay, well,
And
she gets
just,
fucking wrecked then.
Okay, so
Real sneaky.
that yeah, right. I run over and stab. Yeah, that is gonna hit for sure. So 24.
Oh, Trace, by the way, you're welcome. Signed
Ooh.
that fucking Radkos.
Well, she is on death's door. She almost kind of like you can see she's like bleeding now and still. Oh, actually, I was supposed to. I'm sorry. I was supposed to roll to see if she broke blindness at the end of her turn. She did not.
Nope.
Okay.
I say to
So she's still-
her, "Hey, honey, you looking for work?"
Oh, wasn't another boom thing?
Only when she moves. Oh, does that do damage? That does damage every time you.
It's
use...
just when she moves, I think.
Oh, so it's not the 6.
Well, so I do damage when I hit with it, and then she also gets like a thing on her that if she moves, she'll take damage.
So it does 6, and then if she moves, she takes another 6.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay.
It might even
yeah.
it might have even leveled up to 2. I have to look.
No, I think at first it never did damage, and then
It didn't do
now
damage when I
does.
hit. It only did
But now
damage.
it does damage when it hits. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I think
Okay.
it's 2 when she moves now.
Okay. Gotcha. Next, Wesley, you are standing in fire. I would suggest
can
moving.
move, right?
You can move.
Without getting
And
hit.
I
Can I
mean,
disengage?
you can.
She
Oh,
can-
she can't make opportunity attacks on you. I
Oh,
don't
because
think.
she's blind, right? That's right. Alright, I'm gonna move out
Kiss
of
her,
the fire.
boss. Kiss her.
Kiss her. Actually, I'm gonna move right next to her on this side. And
She technically says it still makes attacks.
she
Really?
can still wait. Oh, she can still.
Yeah,
make
just
With
yeah, it doesn't
disadvantage?
say it just. So I'll have her try and
But if
whip
he
out
moves,
lion.
if he stays next to her, does he? He didn't move.
Oh, that's true. As long as you're still in, yeah, you're fine. Okay.
So let's try. Life force making damage.
She has like 4 hit points.
Well, I hope I can hit her.
Yeah, me too.
Oh yeah.
She fucking dies.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, is this a killing blow or a not killing blow?
I think it should
I'm
be
gonna knock her out and then drink her blood because I'm thirsty.
Whoa!
Things
Okay.
got so real. Just then.
So and vampiric touch, it does that kill you also?
It does heal me. Let me see. Where is it?
Oh, no. Why
So,
doesn't it
yeah,
roll the
you-
heal? It should roll the heal too.
Touch it, roots,
It might be the same as the damage.
Oh, that's fucking
Make a
awesome.
melee attack against a creature. On a hit, target takes 3d6 necrotic, and you regain hit points equal to half the amount of the damage.
Oh,
so I
so-
regain 8.
still not bad.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, so you have knocked her out, and she is primed for bloodlet.
And be like, "This is what you get, you dirty whore."
Nice.
And so Lavis
Very
goes,
timid.
like, "Oh, you're gonna pay for what you did to corruption." And he's gonna turn to you, Goyle and Leog. And I mean, since you have two heads, I guess I'll double roll this.
Oh fuck.
Do it.
Oh,
And can you give me 2 wisdom saving throws,
oh
please?
shit.
I'll roll for me. You can roll for
Yeah.
yourself.
Of course.
Oh shit.
I'm so good at this.
They both failed.
So,
Yeah, but one
uh,
more than the other. That's
That's my
important to
second one in a
remember.
row.
So 2 things are gonna happen here.
Bro.
One, he's gonna out of nature's pocket or wherever he's keeping it. He's gonna actually pull out. Say, guys, you know, I feel bad, and I see what you did to my friend. Take this sack of gold. You know, you actually deserve this more than I made a horrible mistake. Please take this, and he's gonna hand you a sack of gold. When you take that, like greed kind of overpowers you,
Oh, you're gonna die.
and now like you all you want to do is protect this money. Like you don't want these fuckers taking it. You earned this money. Fuck the other Orzhov, fuck the guild. This is yours. And when it gets to your turn, I'll tell you what that's actually going to do. Also, the other head is confused about this gold, doesn't really feel that effect, but all of a sudden this like beautiful giantess woman like comes walking in from the back of this bar, and this like you've never seen someone so beautiful before, and she like comes up to you and just starts sweet talking you and kind of nibbling on your ear, and you are enthralled with her. So yeah, you're super into it right
She's
now.
like lubing up the northern king.
So I'll tell you what that means also at the beginning of your turn. So
Oh boy. Please kill him.
Casey.
I'm not gonna get there in time.
I'm first off going to move closer to the vampire because I want to get a closer look at what's going on over there.
Okay, can you?
Sucking her blood.
Is the fire god?
The fire. Oh yes, the I think it's. I don't think. Let me
She's
see.
dead, right? So
Yeah, I don't. But she,
conscious, so.
it's true. Let me double check if that goes away. What? So tell me what you're gonna do. Maybe the fire's gone.
Well, I'll move, out of the way, but closer. And then I'm going to do Dissident Whisper on the dude.
No, actually, she actually just caused a. It's not magical anymore. She just caused a giant wall of fire in that bar.
So the bar is just on fire right now.
Yeah, it lasts a minute, but it's probably catching a bunch of shit on fire. So you try to do dissonant whispers on him. Okay.
Yeah.
Saving throw is wisdom.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's
very
wise. Able to.
All right.
He's able to shake off your whispers, and he kind of smiles. It's like, no, Rakdos friend, I'll be whispering. I'll be doing the whispering now.
I'm the whisperer here.
Sure, that might have been better.
You can't steal my whispers. This guy's so whispered.
Okay. So it is Leog Goyle's turn. So let's say Leog is the gold-minded person. You are super jealous that Sten is here, trying to take your money.
Oh fuck!
What the fuck?
Oh, actually, wait. I'm sorry, Sten. You had -1 AC last time because you're fat and you couldn't dodge because of all the food you ate. Yeah, I just remembered that. So you did take that damage. Can you take 13 damage, please?
Oh, Jesus.
Cool, thank you.
Okay. So
I'm really glad you remembered that. That was really cool.
yeah, well, because I was thinking because you had to attack him because you have to attack him now.
Yeah. I mean, duh.
Let me just make sure it says as a.
And they're gonna cast Lay on Hands.
Actually, no. Actually, you don't have to attack him. You're fine right now. You can attack anyone you want, but you're actually incapacitated because you're really into this giant woman that's like all grinding on you. So that's kind of use up your turn, but you can roll Wisdom save again, please. See if
Both
you
of
can.
us?
Yeah.
No.
Just one of you. Actually, both of you. Actually, both of you do break each of them.
Crit.
Nice.
One's
So
free.
what?
Oh, sad.
And one, unfortunately, is not. So who? The first one was which one? Was it the
So-
gold or the woman?
The first one was the gold one. Second one was
Yeah.
Okay. So that gold in your hand turns into a bag of just like nails, and like you realize it was like an illusion, and it was not. But now you're like still super into this chick.
Do I know the
I know.
girl is there? Because it's like imaginary, right?
No, but you
He's
don't really
not.
have full.
But I have
You-
control
you
of the body,
know.
so it doesn't
Like
matter.
my body is definitely just like grinding on something
Yeah.
right now.
We are rock hard. We are rock hard right now. Yeah, no,
Wow.
Would he be half hard?
I feel like you need
no,
to
no,
roll.
no, no. I have full control over the body.
Roll for length.
Okay. So
1d12.
then it is your turn. This is okay. So this is the last turn that you have the disadvantage.
Oh.
Index. All right.
Yes.
That is a double hit.
Hell yeah. Let's go, cake boy.
Okay.
What did you do
No place
in the
to stand.
first games where you were like hitting him with a hand axe and then punching twice? What was that?
That was key.
Ah.
No. Oh wait. The punching twice. What was the punching twice?
Yeah, that was key.
So you do have a bonus action always, so you can always punch. Because I think before what you were doing is you were doing one hand axe, and then actually I think you had to be using key for that, but now you leveled up. So now
That's
you
what
can
I'm
hand
thinking.
axe,
Like,
hand
he was
axe,
hitting
and
3
then
times, and then he should
offhand.
be able to hit again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you do have a bonus action, so if you
In
aren't using
theory,
it for
on his turn,
anything-
he could hit like 6 times.
6? No, you only get one bonus
No,
action
I think
per
it'd be
turn.
4.
You only get one unless it's like a special action. You
So
only get
one bonus. I mean, even one bonus. He has 2 attacks.
you would get a punch. Yeah,
He
so you
gets
get a punch now.
2 attacks, a punch, and he could use his key to hit again or something.
Correct. Yes.
So,
yeah.
4?
So you can do up to 4. Yeah, but you do get the punch for free as your offhand.
Oh. Okay. Well, then a punch also.
He should be fucking doing more damage than me.
Oh, and you're also. Oh, we have to update. We didn't update all your things. It should be 1d6 now. So just add 2 to it. So okay, 7 damage. You didn't actually crit. Okay. So yeah, this guy. So Lavish is like really beaten. He's like,
Oh, I'm so excited.
okay, guys.
Nope.
Okay.
You're gonna fucking die.
If you let me live, I will give you the money I owe you, with 10% extra.
I look at boss and say, I really want to whisper, "Here comes the boom."
Just don't knock him. Just don't kill him. We need the money.
He's basically
Oh,
giving,
it's not-
he's basically giving.
It's not your
up on
turn
us.
though, right?
Well,
Yeah, he's talking to you right now, but it's not your turn yet.
it's his turn, right?
So it's her
She's
who's dead. Yeah,
She's
so
dead.
yeah, it would be his turn. So he's telling you, like, let me walk out of here, and I'll give you 550.
He's saying this to all of us.
Yeah.
I say, we could just turn you over to. We could take the gold forcefully, and we could turn you over to another Rakdos guild. I'm sure you'd serve their circus well.
What are you saying?
I'm just basically telling him, like, I'm going to get the money regardless. Like, there's no reason to let him walk out. We should just take him prisoner.
Yeah, how would that work if we turned him into a volunteer?
Well, I mean, you can try and do that. These are well-known people, so you can take them captive and
Sounds like
use
a
them
celebrity.
at the circus. But like, they're kind of known.
Would there be
So-
repercussions for doing that?
I don't know how. I mean, this is one way to find out.
Do we have, like, a debtor's prison in the Orzhov? Like, can we just...
Yeah, it's called death.
Great.
Just give me his money. Let's just take the fucking.
Well, we can't let him
Money.
leave. Like,
Well,
No.
we have to go with him.
He doesn't. Yeah, he has to give us the money, and then we can decide what to do.
Yeah,
okay.
and it has to be like right now.
Yeah.
I'm going there right now.
So,
I feel
what
like
do
if
you
we let
think?
him go back to his house, we're gonna have to fight his fucking friend.
That is true.
So I say to him, how about we just take you down to the cathedral or to the basilica, and we'll get this all sorted out back at the home base.
Yeah, just tell us where the money is. We'll go pick it up.
He's like, well, I don't have the cash right now, but I can get it.
Get it.
So I just have to call in a few favors. Give me
How
a
much is that wagon worth out front? That stagecoach he showed up in.
It's probably a good amount of money.
Done. How about
like enough for the
you give me
cover
that
his debt?
super cool whistle you have on you, and we'll take your ride. We'll think of it as like an impounding, and you can, once you pay your debts properly, we'll be able to give that back to you.
Collateral.
Yeah, it's collateral.
He's looking like he doesn't have a choice.
That's right. He doesn't have a choice.
So it's fine, but I'm taking corruption with me.
So it still isn't going to avoid him getting his frit.
I slip a job application like into her
Yeah.
corset, and we
He's like-
take the whistle.
A filled out job application. Her first day is written on it, really.
Her start date is
More of an
tomorrow.
offer.
He says, "Deal," and he
I'm
kind of
gonna
like,
say to him before you leave, could have avoided all of this. All you have to do is pay us.
like
You have to have it the hard way.
It's like, I'm never dealing with the Orzhov again. That was a mistake.
I find that unlikely.
Come on, corruption. And he like kind of walks over to her and kind of hefts her onto his shoulder. It's like, I guess we're walking back. And he hands you this whistle that has like the Rakdos seal on the side of it.
Awesome.
And yeah, it's like completely black. And he walks out the door.
Wait. So he moves next to her?
Yeah. He was
Okay.
walking over to Puka.
I'm gonna stab him with my rapier.
What the fuck?
Why? Why?
Wait. Okay, so this
You're
is
just
like
stabbing him for no reason.
Why would you?
He's a rival circus. Why wouldn't I kill him?
But we just gave him his word that we would let him go.
I'm gonna have to try to stop.
Our word is very trustworthy.
I want to try to tackle Gacy. If I see him pull his weapon, I'm gonna try to tackle him.
okay, so give me a strength versus strength contest.
Well, this isn't
And
gonna go well.
if
Oh,
Trace
God.
wins, he can stop you.
Oh my god. He really wants this coach.
I can't
Yeah.
go to jail
Yes.
again.
So as Lavish walks by and goes to like pick up corruption, you get that crazy gleam in your eye and go to pull a dagger, and Trace is able to like see you and kind of like grab you and tackle you before you're able to put a dagger into his back. And he kind of looks around and he goes, "Just the Rakdos way," and kind of gives you like a knowing smirk, Gacy, and then
And then I
walks
say,
out the door.
Here comes the boom.
He also left all his armor. He's just wearing his normal clothes now. So if you want some armor that can turn into looking like really nice plate armor,
Oh,
but
that wasn't
really
like a
it's
spell.
just
That was.
no, it's the armor
Special
itself.
armor.
Yeah, it doesn't give you any special bonuses other than it can look like any way you want it to look.
That's
It wants
pretty
to look fancy.
And it's like heavy armor. So
Is it
I
big
think
enough?
Too bad, because I would wear it and just make it look like I'm naked.
well, yes, because it's not actually like a real full plate. It's like pieces, but like when you activate it, it kind of makes it look like it's full plate.
Fuck yes.
Wait,
Wear
bro,
that shit, Goyle.
Before he
and Leo.
leaves, I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm down to wear
Yeah.
a big shiny suit of armor. It's awesome.
Yeah.
When's he gonna pay us?
Does it glow?
He
Is
said-
it like shiny enough? Does it give off a glow?
You can. I mean, nothing magical,
Not
but
like
you
a
can make it
magical
look any kind of material you want it to look like. It can pretty much look like that.
Make it look dope with like Orzhov colors too.
He asked you to give him a week. He said, "I'll pay you back within a week."
Okay.
He has to go and collect all the money from the people.
Great.
Sure.
Cool.
Thank God. All right, I go outside and I blow the whistle.
What? So one thing, your bar's on
It's still on fire.
Well, yeah, the magical part of the fire went away, but now the wood is burning. Yes.
We
Does
are-
that tackle count as an attack against me?
Does the tackle? Yeah. I mean, it would be
Then I'd
considered
like
an
to
attack.
hellish rebuke him.
Okay. Go ahead and roll your hellish or cast your hellish
What the
rebuke.
fuck is hellish rebuke?
While this is going on, I'm just gonna sit down next to the
think
fire,
it's like 2D.
drinking a beer.
Can I? Yeah.
Get
While this
smart,
is going
fellas.
on and he's drinking his beer, can I run outside and grab the sign before it catches on fire? I'm gonna make
Sure.
sure it doesn't burn.
Yeah, you can do
Oh, that's
that.
a good call.
I'm imagining Johnny sitting like that. This is fine picture with the dog. Right? So dexterity save. So you save.
Nice.
I don't know if it does half or no damage, but
Like
since
half?
he can uncanny dodge anyway.
Half as much damage on a
So
successful.
I could take half the half.
Well, no, I think if you half a half, you take no damage. with
Great.
his uncanny dodge.
I
Yeah,
I do like a cool roll to get out of the way, and I stand up, and I'm like, "Fucking Rakdos," and then I go to try to help
I'm gonna
put this
echo
fight
that
out.
sentiment.
Okay, so you guys.
I called her the lady who's probably working right now. Like, why is my
Yeah,
bar on
she's
fire?
working.
She had ran upstairs a while ago, so she's probably upstairs. She probably smells some smoke.
We have an
I don't know if she-
upstairs.
Yeah,
That's where she lives.
that's where she
right?
lives with her 12 children.
Oh, this is so great.
There-
So I'm
firefighters
officially
in-
a slumlord now. Like, I can
There's
collect rent.
firefighters in a non-magical sense, so
Uh-huh.
if you can somehow get people's attention,
What
but
about-
there was a big wall of fire, so
Wow.
like this is gonna be hard to save. I'm pretty
Great.
sure.
Great.
Well, hopefully we have insurance.
Well, I mean, this lady's gonna owe me somehow. Okay, so this. I guess we go outside and attempt to like call for help, but I am going to sue the shit out of this lady. Like,
What?
we are going to have. There's going to be legal repercussion. She caught my house on
Collect
fire.
on the insurance.
Okay, so you guys know there's like these bells like at the end of like most of the streets that you can go run and like start clanging, and in about probably 10 minutes there's like a goblin brigade carrying buckets of water come like it's like probably a line of like 30 of them.
Do none
with
of us have water spells of any kind?
Nope.
I did not. I just checked.
Fuck.
Yeah, so by the time they get there, there's like fires like kind of coming like through the windows now, and
Put it out with the beer.
lady is
We have beer.
the lady is all her children are between the age of 1 and 4.
Great.
Don't
What?
ask.
Wait, what?
She had triplets. Twice.
Multiple times. So she's running up and down one at a time, getting her children, but now the smoke's so thick and there's only 7 children outside, and she can't really get back in because of
Fine.
the
I'll
fire.
save the stupid fucking children. Future debtors.
Same.
You
I
guys
don't
gonna...
feel like downtrodden about it.
I'm just gonna
I'm
go
gonna be
upstairs, get a
angry
baby,
about
and
it.
then jump out the window holding the baby and be safe.
Okay.
I'm going to do the same, but I'm going to take the baby with me back to the circus.
Oh
We
my
can't let him
Oh,
take the baby.
God. No.
Okay. So you're holding one of the babies. Cool.
How many
is
are
anyone
there
else
left
holding a
up
baby?
there?
5
Now there's
total.
yeah.
There's 5 total. So
There
now
How many
were
do you
5
think we
total.
can carry?
I mean, the
I
giant
feel
could
like we
probably
could carry
all-
5.
I feel like you can carry the rest.
Yeah,
You can
we
carry
do
the
that.
rest out.
Yeah.
So you save, and she's like in tears, and so she's like thanking you. It's like, oh my babies, thank you so much. And she's like trying to like corral them, and like she doesn't have anything to like really hold them in. So there's babies sitting on the streets outside now as
That's fine.
her once.
So it's
Inherit-
probably to take one then.
I mean, probably.
Okay.
Don't. We stop him. Like, if that child's not on the ground right now,
Nah.
we're doing something. I'm not gonna tackle you.
You couldn't if you wanted to.
All right. So we save these. We try to save these children.
You've
And-
saved the children. The bar is pretty not usable anymore. There's like a big burn like up through the middle,
Great.
so it's but they were able to put out before the adjacent buildings caught on fire, so that's good news.
That's
And
fucking
the
fine.
goblins all pick up their buckets and start like marching out of there, like job well done.
Okay. I look at Stan and say like, "Well, get to work.
I know, just the man for the job.
Let me space it out.
We'll have to buy some lumber, and I'm sure we'll be fine." We were gonna reno anyway.
I hand
Yeah.
the sign to Trace, and just look a little sad.
We save it from the fire though.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I already
yeah.
saved it. I
Great.
did that.
Okay.
That was our first act.
good. Okay. Well, the fire's out. That's great. We'll have to figure out how to rebuild this. Maybe we'll turn it into like a bunch of apartment buildings or something.
So you're gonna. Well, the lady's gone now. Who are you gonna buy?
You're just playing like Sim City. And, like,
Well, we own this land and this building, so like we'll figure something out. Like we don't have to fix it right this second. It's not on fire anymore.
So Wesley, who
No,
you
I
bought from?
was just reading.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't trying to bite anyone.
From a baby.
I already bit the lady earlier.
Oh, did you bite her? Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, so what are you guys doing?
So-
You successfully destroyed the bar you owned for a good 6 hours.
Jeez.
We didn't do this, Dave.
She go collect the insurance
You
money.
brought back dangerous people to your bar. I mean,
Oh.
Did they buy anything while they were there?
no,
we
you
gave
brought them
them
We
free
got them
drinks.
free drinks.
How did? It's a 2-drink minimum. Like, why would we?
It was a big night.
Yeah, well, we were hoping for something good. This is gonna be good. Look at the ride we got. This is way
that's
better.
true.
It's more.
And we
a
got
crazy
future
first night.
employees
Yeah.
out of this.
This is
Planted some seeds.
so
So, about that ride,
Yeah.
you are able to call them using the whistle.
great.
But to control them, you are gonna need to be able to speak Abyssal and use
God,
your
there's so many
animal
languages.
handling
I
skill.
can speak Abyssal.
Fuck yes.
Okay, well let me see. Animal handling, I believe is. I think it might just be. Let me
can't.
check what skill is.
I cannot
Cameron,
speak
didn't
Abyssal.
you speak like every language?
I speak
like,
a fucking lot of
Wasn't
languages,
that the big deal?
but I don't speak Abyssal.
You would just use your wisdom to control. Oh, you have what animal handling?
Yeah, I haven't.
You're the best.
Wait, you're proficient in it, or you're not proficient in it though?
I don't.
Is it 0? Is it
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's +3 because it's wisdom. Okay. So you are able, using your abyssal
yeah.
tongue, to communicate through this.
Best leader ever.
You are gonna have to, every time you use it, you're gonna have to do this again though. So just
shit.
be aware.
The Rakdos is fucking walking. Like, he doesn't ride in this shit. Like, are we timed to the front like Mad Max? There's
Yeah.
no way.
Give
The
me
front of the
car.
horse?
Yeah, or like the front of the wagon or something. Like, we gotta do something.
Like,
I'm okay riding the horse.
I don't want you to be happy with whatever we decide to do. I really don't. Like, you can ride in like a manure sack or something. Like, this is not okay.
Okay,
So we have this thing as collateral. I think we just hold this until a week goes by, and if this guy doesn't show up with money, I'm gonna fucking burn everything down.
well, I mean, in a week he's gonna owe us more.
Yeah, he is.
So
Okay. I think we're
10%.
I think we're good.
Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, so you're probably good for the day. If there's anything else you guys want to do, we can do it. I think tomorrow. So tomorrow, and then the day after tomorrow is going to be the circus.
Okay.
Did Gacy? Did you want to talk to your friends about that?
Friends. Quotes.
Yeah, hey guys, I got these VIP tickets to my circus tonight, and I was wondering if you wanted to come.
Is this the sort of thing that Orzhov would go to?
Everyone goes to the circus. I mean, not literally everyone goes to the circus, but I mean, it's like it's not just the Rakdos that do it.
It doesn't
It's
have
different.
to be like, you don't have to like get pulled on stage.
No.
Yeah.
Is this the sort of thing a priest would go to?
I just read a short story about there's an Orzhov priest there who's having a hell of a time. I'll show you a picture later.
Great.
This is what the horses look like, by the way. It's 2 of them.
I see nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're on the wrong page. And actually, I think the giants are gonna feel like a kindred spirit with them.
Oh.
Nice.
I like
Oh my
it.
god, what should we name them?
This is awesome. We should be the ones riding them. This is
Yeah, what?
fucking killer.
That thing is pretty awesome. It needs a really good name, like Corruption and whatever that other fucking guy's name is.
Lavish.
Lavish. Like, I don't know. We'll have to think. That's awesome, though. We have a flaming horse.
Flaming 2-headed horse.
Yeah, that's pretty great.
Oh my god.
Okay. And so yeah, boss. I have not a lot of desire to go to this Rakdos place, but those things can get pretty out of hand. So if you need me there, I'll show up.
I'll be there. I'm good. I'm down.
Is there anything in this for us besides entertainment? Is that all it is?
Let me think. I mean, it's the circuses are mostly just for entertainment. It's usually plays for like boozing. You can like buy Rakdos made shit there. I mean, it's usually pretty entertaining. It's I will show you an example of some of the stuff they do there. Actually, let me see if I can show you this yet. I might not be able to. Actually, I will save this for next time.
Also, question: did anyone fill me in about what happened like before? Because I remember my memory got wiped, but someone else's didn't. Did anyone tell me?
Who remembers? I think Sten and
I remember,
one of
I
the
think.
heads. Yeah,
Yeah. I didn't tell no one.
that's fucking right.
Yeah, you can ask Sten, like if I don't remember like what happened yesterday.
I don't even remember what happened.
Your character does though.
He's a drunk. Maybe he doesn't. That short-term memory loss. Perfect. Great. This worked out swimmingly for me.
Okay, so cool. So you guys gonna go back to the Basilica?
Yeah, I'm gonna go rest. Need to heal.
Okay. So as you walk into the Basilica, so there's a lot of like commotion going on.
Because of our fly ride.
No, it's
Okay.
more inside of the church.
Okay.
You go inside and like the normal like people praying and asking for blessings are gone. Like all the stations where like the priests and stuff are usually like set up are empty, and you see some people like huddled around this like hallway that goes back towards like all the offices near the back of the church. You kind of hear them whispering that like the pontiff, like the leader of the basilica, was attacked. He's in some kind of coma, and you guys know that like the talk is that one of the books of the thrall, which are there's like these magic guides on how to, because like what the Orzhov do is they, when someone is sacrificed into eternal debt, their spirit becomes a spirit, but their body becomes these like zombie flesh puppet type things. And this book kind of like describes like how to do that magic. And so they're saying like one of the books was actually stolen. Then there's no one knows who did it or what happened. The pontiff is just in a coma. But yeah, there's some shit going down in your church right now.
Okay. So like things might happen right now, but later this night I want to like leave some kind of message for my like contact to see if they have any information about what happened.
Okay. So yeah, you have like a Dropbox type area,
Yeah.
like a place that you can like leave messages, and I will let you know what it says.
Okay.
Oh.
That's awesome. And this doesn't mean like we're not like so cutthroat that like I'm excited that Wesley's gonna move up a level or something, because
No, it's not like it's not like the real mafia, I guess. It's not like that you kill the guy above you, and it's
And you keep
by
what you kill.
rank. Yeah, no, it's not like that. You
Okay.
guys you have like a normal structure. Money is typically the thing that helps you if you want to start jumping ahead. If you can pay your way
Yeah, that
to
was my
skip
plan.
levels.
Wow, of course you can.
Fucking bar.
Yeah.
Burned down one day. So shitty.
But yeah, I think we're probably good for tonight,
Awesome.
unless anyone else has any.
Does everybody have like their correct like gear from the last time? Like, does everybody have like the pluses correct for their shields and their new armor and their new?
I actually don't know if we add anything to our shield.
Johnny
I
definitely
don't
does
even know if
not.
we got the shield.
Yeah, I didn't get the one for my weapon.
So I would add a new
Wesley.
weapon, like a new item, and call it like the Hand Axe of Vengeance. And then just take the stats from the other hand axe and just add one more to hit and one more to damage. And then it does other stuff, but I'll tell you when that's happening. But you have to use it. You feel compelled to use it, and if you don't use it to attack things every turn, bad things will start happening to you. And I believe Wesley got the shield, correct?
Yes, I did.
So just put in your inventory that you have the shield of, was it emotion? Faces? I forgot the name of it. Expression?
Oh yeah.
The faces
You
or
have the
something.
emoji
I
shield.
think I wrote it. down.
That's right.
And also, you can add one more to your AC when you're wielding it.
Expression.
Awesome.
And I believe that's all the gear that you've got. Oh, and if whoever picked up the armor, they can add it's like heavy armor of glamour, I believe it's called.
What does that actually do for me?
Nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't actually change any AC or anything.
Okay.
But it's whatever your armor is now. It's that type of armor, so maybe chainmail.
Yeah, whatever you guys were. I thought you were wearing plate, so.
We are
But
wearing. I don't even know where it says. Chainmail.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, and that's the description of what it does. So you can speak.
What's the command word?
Yeah, what is the command?
Your armor's gonna need a command word.
I feel like it needs to be something related to kicking down doors. I just can't.
Yes. It should be knock knock or something. Like, yeah.
Knock knock's pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like it links in with a lot of other stuff.
We can think of better stuff, but that's awesome. Cool.
Okay, cool. So good job, guys, not dying.
Yeah.
That's what we
To be
do.
honest, I feel like we kicked some ass.
We didn't have to fight 3 people like we probably were going to have to fight, so that was something.
That's
Yeah,
true.
that
other
fight
guy
could have
was freaky
gone.
as fuck.
Yeah, that other fight could have gone. Or the fight could have gone very differently if it went according to my plan.
Yeah.
'Cause,
What was your plan?
Was your
Well,
plan
my
to
plan-
burn down the fucking thing that I've been waiting for
No,
3
but-
weeks? It was-
my plan was to like have them initiate the fight, and like when they coordinate, like you guys probably would have been in trouble because she goes invisible, and the other guy starts like casting like commands and shit on you, and then that blade dude like can bounce around every turn and just like melee you in the face. So
Yeah.
and she has
Splitting
a
them up was
lot
a
of
good idea.
spells. Yeah, she has a lot of spells.
Is there like a notes section or something on your character sheet where I could add this fancy armor tech?
Kind of. There's a second page with the bio.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
just
can add
like
it to my
shit in
bio.
there.
I just didn't know if I wanted.
Uh,